actually your intro now. It's not the Halloween intro. It's just your intro.
Yeah, that is my brand.
It.
Year-round Halloween. I would do a Christmas one if I could, but
Wow.
I'm Christmas
when was
poor.
when was the last time that we were ever started exactly on the time that we set, and not
I am
15 minutes,
shocked.
half an hour later? This is
And
crazy.
Yeah. It
all of
happened
us were
accidentally
here.
this week.
We did
It
it.
happened without even trying.
Woo! Good
Uh-huh.
job.
Yes. Yeah, so people be trickling in. FKA32, Moromi, thanks everyone for being here. We got Creative Block, as always. This is number 81. This one's on fashion, which you wouldn't expect, but it totally applies to what we're talking about, to
Of
comics.
course it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard there's something called, Irene, it's called like, what is it called? The visual, like encyclopedia that artists keep in their mind, their visual vocabulary. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
That's like if someone says like draw a building, and if you've drawn like 100 buildings in your life, then you're just like really good at drawing buildings and you can just pull it from your mind. But if you haven't done that, you don't have the visual vocabulary, then you have to get reference and practice and blah blah blah. So anyway, fashion helps with visual vocabulary. Fashion will like help with that.
It does, and I have it's not really a theory, but an idea that the way to build your visual library isn't just by drawing all the time. It's by looking at things and constantly thinking of how to draw them. That actually helps if you just
That's
have
why
that
I
mindset
look
all the
at as
time.
much booby art as possible on Twitter. That's the full
Yeah,
reason.
just stare at
Yeah.
it all the time. You'll be like a
Well,
boob drawing expert.
Yeah. For
Yes.
example, too, like some of the things that people say are the hardest to draw, like engines, like motorcycles and motorcycle engines, horses. It can help so much if you like actually research just like engines. If you try to be a mechanic for a week and learn like not even visual vocabulary, but if you learn like the parts of the engine, the pistons or whatever, which I haven't done, so I do suck at drawing engines. But that helps so much.
So
If
mechanical.
you go to the gym and start lifting and spend a lot of time in the gym, genuinely, it helped me with carnal withdrawing musculature. You naturally just know how the shapes of the muscles are and like which muscles even activate during which motions, just kind of implicitly. If you've done like 500 freaking reps, and or like watched your friend do it whilst you're in like buddy mode at the gym, like you know how to draw it, you know how it works.
Yeah. You know how our necks have like two like tendrils right here? And I think for girls they're closer together. Yeah, like Irene's come together as like a V. Mine look weird.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm going outwards. So the more outwardly they go, the more masculine you are. So
it's the more outwardly they go, it's the more a demon is trying to crawl through.
Aliens bursting out.
But yeah, so that like knowing that exists and then drawing it in like a drawing, you're like, fuck yeah, this looks great. What did I do? Oh, I just added the tendrils, the V tendrils. I forgot that was a thing. And you're like, how many other things did I not know was on the human body that I got to draw? And then it looks
do you
better
know
if I do.
about the muscle that's only for the little finger?
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you draw that, totally, it's fun. You know what they say that helps with that? I think it's like drawing on the left side versus the right side of the brain. Because one way, if you like are trying to draw a cat, then in your mind you're just like, it's a cat, and you just draw, but you're not actually seeing the cat. And if you're just trying to literally like a idiot savant just look at something, like if you didn't even know what a cat was and you were looking at this furry monster and just drawing what you saw, then you don't even need to know like the cat's anatomy if you get good at just drawing what you see. And they say to do that you can draw things upside down from reference, because that your brain can't even tell what it's looking at then, so all you're doing is looking at kind of what's there. That's one exercise you can do. But
You know, hemispheres of the brain. I wasn't specifically researching this particular topic, but I learned a little thing about hypnosis this week. I wasn't researching hypnosis, not trying to hypnotize anyone. Nothing.
What did you learn?
but apparently the whole way it works is like one hemisphere of your brain like checks against like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, it's bullshit. Like it's, and then the other side of the brain is like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. And like it turns off the side of the brain that's like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. So people just become supremely like, I always thought that hypnosis stuff was like bullshit, but like, yeah, the idea that you just shut off one hemisphere of the brain and then you suddenly just become up for anything. Just like
or you are always secretly up for anything. You just don't want people to know it.
Yeah, it like breaks down your.
Oh no, I was hypnotized, guys. I'm not into that.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, I wonder if that's ever been used as a defense in court.
Yeah,
But
Your Honor, I
turned off the left hemisphere of my brain. It wasn't my fault. I only had half a brain.
you see, I'd just been to a magic show, and the guy looked directly at me in the crowd, and I got hypnotized. I don't know.
Well,
I
they
wonder
do
if
let
that's
you
ever
have like
worked.
what crimes of passion. If you like find your wife cheating, you're allowed to kill her. It's like a freebie.
It's
I don't
not,
think not in America.
not
Maybe over
allowed,
there.
but the level of murder is different because it wasn't premeditated.
It's not a full murder.
No, there's a difference between manslaughter and crimes of passion factor in depending on the state. But
There's different degrees, right?
murder 1, murder 2, manslaughter, intentional or not intentional. Anyways,
can you still have the moonstruck excuse? Because we are currently in a full moon period.
Oh no!
you know,
Is that why
I
it's
think
so bright in
there's
the
like
room?
one example of a guy claiming he was possessed by a demon, and I think in the one example they allowed it. Like he didn't get declared innocent, but he got to go to an insane asylum instead of going to jail because he was.
Oh.
Yeah, if you say I was possessed by a demon, but it's spelled DEAMON, then they let you off. But if you say it's demon DEMON, they don't believe you.
Yeah, what's the A? Is that's just British, right?
That's the
Damon.
fairy talk. Yeah.
Is that the name? Is that just how you spell Damon? With
D-A-
Bancroft. Is that how you spell
I never
Damon?
read the Lucent.
DAEMON, Damon.
I wouldn't know.
And I mean, or it's just demon. I think it's an older word because demon didn't always mean what our modern understanding of demons. It used to mean like just spirit. So in some fantasy, demon just means spirit.
Yeah, we should be using Shaitan instead.
Yes.
Shaitan?
That's a cool word.
That's where it came from, right? Isn't that where demon comes from?
That's where Satan comes from.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Oh, I
the
don't know.
Shaitan's a real thing.
That's the Arabic version.
Oh, do they just say it in an Arabic way? Shaitan.
Yeah, Shaitan.
Damon.
I never heard of that.
It's obvious.
Damon seems more archaic, right?
Yeah, Damon is more archaic, and there's what's interesting is a lot of spirit names and demon names and whatever have cognates in like Arabic languages and Indic languages. So div or dev in I think Sanskrit or a bunch of like Indian languages. I don't remember. That is related to the word devil, but it means something different. It's a different kind of spirit in their language.
So it's archaic. So if you work in an arcade, you should be using that pronunciation.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. I want to hear about people's weeks, and then because there's kind of a lot to. I'm relatively well prepared, and this one's like sort of easy to talk about because I just googled rate their drip memes, and I pulled a ton of them. So we're gonna rate people's drips.
Cool.
But
all right.
Who wants to go first? How was your guys' week?
If everyone's a coward, I'll go.
I can't remember what I did this week. What the fuck did I do?
You constantly. That's all you did. That's all any of us doing. Like, I got everything ready, done, tucked away for the launch of like the Global Comics preview of Carnal.
Oh yeah.
It's the first 8 pages. They're all colored. There is a new cover sorry, I'm drawing. Like, okay, I'm preparing for the Red Valkyrie auction on Saturday, so like I'm drawing whilst on stream because I want to get some stuff done. Here's a Carnal Gaming. He's gonna be there's some guys at the bottom. So he's playing like a little Dark Souls magic game where it's like there's a console and the guys are like actually as a hologram on top of it. It's gonna be wicked. But yeah, so people in the chat, if you have a Global Comics account, go to the Edgehog thing. Alex, post the link. Someone post the link. I really want to try and get some followers on there before it launches, so then you'll get like notified and stuff. But yeah, in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna go live with it. That's pretty much what I've been doing. I made the little Edgehog logo.
Loved it. I love the name. I love the logo.
The logo is so great. It's such a cute little guy.
If you can make up a company, pick a cool name. No, there was a company called Edgehog that like used to have the name, and they gave it up like a couple of years before I wanted it, and I was like, I'm having this company name. There you go. Alex has got the link in the chat. So like go over there and like log in and like actually follow, please. I beg of you. You can, and whilst you're logged in, you can follow everyone. All of us have Global Comics things. You can follow Phil, Normal, Irene.
I saw.
And if you don't, then he shames you. He begs you and then he shames you.
For shame. Because people don't really push the following your publisher thing on Global Comics. So everyone's got, Irene has like 44. So
don't know how that happened, but yes, follow me.
Yeah, I have 47. You just need 40 more, Jake.
Yeah, I need to get 40 people in the chat right now tonight. But
there's 20 people watching, so everyone.
Everyone go follow Jake.
Go on over
there. Follow us so we can keep our lead.
I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna launch the preview in it's completely free. Yes. Please do that. But yeah, other than that, my week has just been drawing, getting ready for the auction. It's I don't know if it's tax season for you guys, but it's becoming the time of year where it's like having to do accounts and stuff, and it's like, oh, that's gonna be a bitch. I'm shit with numbers. When I used to work in like the grocery store, supermarket. You do a thing called a stock take where you like count the stock on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get through like one stack of things without forgetting the number halfway through and having to start again. Like I'm probably retarded when it comes to numbers. But yeah.
Yeah, I had to do tax stuff today too. Was that today? Yesterday.
I'm avoiding it till Sunday. I'm just saying, like, oh, I've got the auction to think about. I don't have to do taxes yet. But then Sunday, it's like, fuck, locked
I should be doing mine soon. I'm putting it off, but I really can't.
Yes, so we do like every year, like the say comics company tax thing, and Brandon's like, got to tally all the money you've sent to these artists for the last year. So I got to go through my PayPal thing and be like, oh yeah. Write it down, and we sent this much to Eugene and all these guys and stuff, and then send it to our tax person to do that. And so I did that yesterday. It's coming along.
It's the time of year where everyone realizes they have no money or whatever, and then they all get really shitty online.
Yeah, you get in a bad mood because you have to pay big bucks to the store.
Yeah, but then in a couple months we get money back. You know, or some
no, we don't.
I've never had
money back. Money back.
How dare you?
Most people get money back.
No, don't even say that.
I know how poor I am throughout the year because I keep meticulous. I'm shit at math, but what I am good at is keeping records. So I write down every cent that I spend shipping books and paying people, any business expenses. So I'm good. I just need to. I just don't want to face my tax pro, my accountant. But I need to go.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's just painful.
What form do you guys use if you're paying to record who you paid someone over $600? Is it 10? I thought it was a 10040.
1099.
It's a 1099.
$10.99. Yeah.
Yeah, you send
Oh.
that to them.
You just fill that out, give that to the person you paid.
Yeah. Son of a gun. Okay, I got to order a few of those, I think.
But yeah, but also it's a different form if they're out of the country as well. Like if they don't live in the US, it's a totally
Because
different form.
I think I searched on IRS because they'll give you free forms, and I think they said there's a new form this year, and it's not the 1099 is what I think happened, and it's confusing me. Have you guys ran into that yet?
No,
It's like 4038 now or something like that.
Proud to not be an American, so my taxes aren't that complicated.
They're so oh my god. I'm sure this is really entertaining a chat, but
Yeah.
this is what every artist is thinking about right now. Every
Also,
business.
show you something. I forgot to show this off. I haven't showed this off anywhere because my girlfriend put it on top of my shelf, which is higher than me, so I haven't seen it in a while. But I bought this before Christmas for myself at a local like retro toy and statue shop. This is the Heavy Metal 2000 FAC little figure, art by the Biz himself. Got some Julie Strain fact going on.
Those are, yes, I approve of the diamond cutting tool nipples.
Yeah, this is when Kevin Eastman owned Heavy Metal, and they were just doing a buttload of stuff over there. And his at the time wife Julie was a model, and basically I think lived with him and would just paint her all the time, and they'd put it as Heavy Metal magazine covers. So pretty awesome. It was only like $20 at the store. So
I think I have a print of that character. Then, if it's, I might have bought.
Yeah, I think that you got one of them.
That's the one from Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Like buying retro stuff. I resisted this week. There's like 10 billion like mini retro great gaming handhelds now on like AliExpress and Amazon. I have been resisting spending like $100 on one of those things.
Yeah, they're like new retro handheld games with every game in them ever.
Oh, they look so cool, but like I know I'd never use it. When do you use it? Like all the gaming I'm doing is like kicking people's asses with my Charizard cards. I got in Pokemon, I got the best Charizard card, which is like the gold one. And also, I managed to refine my deck even more, and like now I can get. I'm kicking ass. I'm kicking ass so hard in Pokemon. Yeah, you guys should play so I could kick your ass. You guys should play with me.
There's no time. No, this year I'm reinvigorated. I started writing the actual script for Magic Op 3 last night. It's all plotted out, and I wrote the first opening scene, which I'm super excited about. And I made a few more shorts that are scheduled to go up. But what I've been playing around with today, because I want to do some cool promo trailer stuff for when we're ready to do like show off the new Magic Cop. We have Arden. So I've been wanting to do like very minimal animatic stuff that looks like old school like PlayStation pixel art, and playing around with taking regular art, and messing around with filters to make it look like that. So I'll share something that I did today here. This is an amazing piece. This was fan art from Magic Op 1. So this is from 2019. John Dillard. Remember John Dillard?
Yeah, I know that guy.
John Dillard, superstar. This was his piece that he did for our fan art contest back in the day. Super cool. And I took it and just did some minor tweaks and made it pixely in Photoshop.
Are those pasties or actual full on?
There's no nipples.
Okay.
Wink, wink. But here, and you can't even tell now. So what does it matter?
You can't tell now.
So I was playing around with this, and I think if we get some new art and stuff, and do like very minimal animations with like backgrounds moving, them driving in the car, close up on like the tire spinning, I think this would be pretty fun as some promo stuff.
Yeah,
And
like
you
an
guys-
old video game attract screen.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or like like that Phoenix Wright stuff from back in the day. Something like that. So I've been soaking up all the synthwave I could listen to, getting in the headspace for this, having a blast, coming up with the story, and it's gonna be awesome. Oh, also, I actually got the colors for the new Psycho Slumber cover, so super hype about that. We have to schedule when we're gonna reveal that and put that on the campaign and do the Kickstarter. So probably towards the end of this month, we'll be ready to launch that. Adam is going to set up the Kickstarter campaign. But yeah, this week's been super awesome. Getting a lot of stuff done. Very excited about it.
Cool.
Is what I did.
Yeah, and I don't know what I did. I can't remember either. I think I just drew a lot.
That's good.
But I'm getting close to the end of the big fun gig. Everyone put in your pre-orders, the Millar gig.
Call
exciting
your
times.
local comic shops and tell them to get copies of Vatican City by Dark Horse so you guys could buy it.
You can just call them?
Yeah.
I thought I had to go in, so I've been putting it off. If I can just call the guy.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lott hit me up too because I don't know if he works maybe part-time or just frequents a comic shop. And they had the hardcover of the previews book from Diamond. And I think they have multiple copies. And I said, can I get one? And he's like, absolutely. So
yes,
I'm going to get a hold of one of those. So
Kick
that's
ass. Yeah, but my
deep frames. Get it like in one of those deep box frames. You know what I mean? That you can put objects in and put the the preview book in. You could even have it open to the page.
Yeah, I'm okay with getting cringy with it. I don't know, at least for a little bit.
You're allowed to be happy that stuff's in comic shops.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Pear, I watched a movie this week.
What movie?
Thanks for asking. I watched Crimson Peak for the first time.
Yeah, from 2015, starring that one guy with the high forehead who seems cool.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Have you
He's
seen
Loki. It? Loki, I guess. I haven't seen that one. Is it good?
I wasn't a fan.
Is it Guillermo del Toro? It
is. It's Guillermo del Toro. And I was I don't know. Underwhelmed. I don't even remember the trailers or any buzz about it. I just remember the name and it didn't seem good.
Oh, Guillermo's usually pretty good.
Maybe it was the before times.
I don't know. It was like all of the gore was very gory. And there was like no balance to it. It was just like very abrupt and random. But the spooky stuff was cool. Like the effects for like the ghosts was pretty cool. Just didn't really care for the plot, the acting. But yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any movies. I didn't do nothing. I'm in the mood to play some video games maybe, but
yes. What kind of game?
I can't decide. Oh, there's a game called Citadel that's an anime gooner shooter. Have you guys heard of this?
So say that again.
Anime gooner shooter.
It's a new genre. Is that a new genre?
It's like anime girls in bikinis, and you like blow. You are one, I think, and then you blow robots away. I think.
Okay.
Away.
I thought it sounded gay from just the name, but I'm very.
Well, Citadel is the name. Like Citadel is kind of cool. It's a cool name.
Well, you blow robots though.
You blow them away. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. But maybe that one, I don't know. The thing I do sometimes, which is funny, is I'll kind of get into a game, think I want to play it, and then I'll just watch other people play it while I draw. And then I did not satiate my need to play a game. I'm like, crap. Now I got to find another game to get into and want to play.
Yeah, I'm actually going out tomorrow to play a bunch of games with some buddies.
Nice. At your arcade or somewhere?
No, there's this other place. It's more of a what would you call it? Like a land center, Electro Cafe or whatever. They just got a bunch
An
of PCs.
internet cafe.
No, you can't go on the internet. It's just video games.
Is this it, Pa?
It's like
Oh, hold on.
I guess we would call it a gaming lounge.
I think
Oh.
that is it. The Citadel.
It doesn't look
There's a
very
bar.
Coomery, but you know.
That doesn't
I
look
could be wrong.
Coomery at all. There's no boobs anywhere.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's like hardcore. Just a little. It's not Coomer so
Well,
much as
it's
Gooner.
just a normal Japanese game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I feel like what's the difference between Gooner and Coomer? Which one's worse?
I think someone can coom intermittently, but gooning is like a day-long thing. Like
Right.
that's the tantric.
The Coomers, what
version
Jake's
of
getting at
Gooning.
is the Coomers have no resilience, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So Gooners are much better because they're have willpower. Yeah.
who? Which way around? You say who has the willpower?
The Gooners, they have the willpower to stop themselves.
No, the Kuma gets it out the way.
No, that is weak.
It's
Yeah.
They got
weak
no
to this
longevity.
point.
Which one is young, dumb, and full of cum? The Gooner.
What a riveting discussion, everybody.
Coomers.
Wow, I'm learning so much.
That's the one I want to be. Whichever one is that.
Okay.
The Guna life is like a constant hypnosis,
Oh, you're obsessed with hypnosis.
unrelenting.
Here we go with
one-track
hypnosis again.
mind. A Kuma can just like get it out of the way. It's done. Move on. You know what I mean? Go about the day.
No, that's not impressive though. You know.
So
I
I
think
got a lot of
Coomer's-
drawing done this week. So I got a lot of drawing done this week.
Okay, well,
so
let's start the presentation. I have a couple little asides.
I don't
One,
know what we get.
He starts to talk about it. He's like moving on.
oh, sorry, I thought we already did yours. Sorry.
No, you're just
Okay.
a terrible friend and don't remember. I said it. I remember what I did, and what I
What'd
did
you do?
was record a ton of shorts. Well, I wrote a bunch and I recorded a bunch, and I need to edit those this weekend. But first, I need to get to drawing something for the Red Valkyrie auction, which I'm also on.
You could record that.
Saturday, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Saturday.
Be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, this is something that I'm just doodling now.
And digging.
I think this will be one
Gooner.
of the oh, I mean, sure.
Oh, those are cute horns.
Yeah. I have these
Mhm.
little this will be one of like the add-on pieces that I tack onto the bigger one. So I will try to draw a sci-fi girl as well, but I've got like other work to do, so I don't know if I'll have one in time, but I do already have these. I have this
Oh
little Harley, and I have a punchline as well and a magic. So I'll have these. I'm kind of ready for the auction already. This is the first time I've been ready early. It's a freaking miracle.
Magic.
But
Is
Yeah,
Magic
I'll
from
have-
Marvel Rivals?
She is in it, but she's from X-Men. She's a New Mutant.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah, I play the hell out of her in that game.
I don't know. Her design is cool, but I'll do a couple of these. It's supposed to look like a little Polaroid thing. And I have a Rorschach
Ooh.
as well.
Alex
So-
wants to know if that's Citadel fan art.
It looks like
Citadel?
Citadel fan art. Kind of.
Yeah.
No, I just made this up just now.
If you want to get more money for it, say that it's Citadel.
No one's heard of that
sure.
game.
It's Citadel fan art, guys.
Do you
I'll be in the chat. I'll be gooning in the chat.
Cool.
No. No.
All right. Is that enough, Rini? Or because I'm gonna get started.
He's like, "Are you done yet, bitch? Are you done?" Yes, I'm done.
Oh, actually, just 2 seconds. Just so this is on the record, this week I started developing a very cool future project.
Oh my god! I thought it was like some psoriasis or something.
The tone of your voice
Also,
changed. I was like, what is he gonna
diagnosis.
say? I was like, I thought you were gonna say like, just so you know, I have a debilitating disease I was diagnosed with this week.
Hey, I mean,
Offhand
the
comment.
gout seems to be mostly gone. I feel
Wow.
like
Gout
amazing.
days are behind you. You
yeah,
got to
Yeah.
do
that
a book
that
called Gout Days.
that meme of that woman which says like woman finds ancient studies saying lactose intolerance is a skill issue, and like basically what is the word? Just something's milk. Game award for milk. She Rosebud's milk. And then like fixes it. So if you got lactose intolerance, just drink shit tons of milk, guys. You won't die, I guess.
Yeah, milk's
You
good.
won't die, but you'll probably have a lot of diarrhea.
Oh my god.
Just power through the lactose intolerance
Get
because
good.
it won't
Yeah.
kill you, but other stuff will. That's
Your
what
body
I-
Power
will
through the
adapt.
diarrhea. At some point, it'll probably become fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your tummy will rumble for a while, but then it will settle. You just got to get a lining of like mildewy milk on your stomach, and then you're good.
So what's this new project, Jake?
I think he's just saying that it's out
Yeah,
there.
I don't think it's something you want to talk about, but you just
No,
want to
it's
tell
not. I'm just
everyone.
saying. The project, there's a project, and it's super
Early
cool.
2025, Jake started the seeds of a new big project.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
write the date down. January 9th.
It has
Yeah.
three main characters as a trio. That's it.
Really?
There you go.
Some sort of
And,
team?
I did the initial character designs, and I'm very, very, very happy with them.
They're new characters?
It's
Mhm.
Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, and Goofy.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
totally.
You got it. I'm
Now you got to think of something
I'm
different.
gonna go back to the drawing board now.
Now everyone guess what they are because now Jake has just dropped this info without elaborating.
Well, we already know they're hedgehogs. All right.
No,
They're all
I did.
hedgehogs.
I did want to make an IP one day called Snuffle Saga, which is hedgehogs in a fantasy setting, like classic fantasy, and they fight like giant snakes and shit. And it's just like fantasy RPG, but it's little hedgehogs.
Except they die in the first issue because they immediately get eaten by the snake and hit by a car.
Yeah, like they
no.
just roll up into a bowl every fight and don't do anything.
Yeah.
Aww.
Okay.
Well,
All
I'm
right,
excited for you, Jake.
32
Thanks,
minutes in, I'm going to start the little presentation. So, a quick aside, I threw this up right before we started with the stream because it says, did you know there are 13 cowboy hats? And cowboy hats, it's another one of those things, they're actually really hard to draw. And if you're doing a character design, you have to draw a cowboy. It's like, it would help so much to know the 13 types of cowboy hats.
You gotta send me that. Yeah, I'm doing a Western, and like everybody has to have a different type of hat in a Western.
Yeah,
can
it's very
distinguish
personality
them.
based. You got to find the hat
personality
that
based for sure.
fits you or whatever.
Yeah.
Just knowing what's out there can help so much, and knowing the vocabulary. So I thought we'd go. This is one example where fashion can truly like help or whatever. So we'll go through these 13 and then get into some other stuff.
If they haven't put the 10 gallon at number 10, they have failed.
Oh yes. Yeah. So the cattleman, that looks pretty regular to me. Cattleman, that's probably the most regular. Pretty regular. There's
Yeah, I like
guy.
that one.
Whenever you feel the
Skinny-eyed.
urge to be rugged and tough, a cattleman cowboy hat is the answer. It looks best on the men who are older with some scruff or a full beard. Try wearing it with a neckerchief and a dark denim jacket. Do you think this guy is a bottom or a top then if they do Brokeback style? You know what I mean? Like, which hat?
With that face, he's the bottom. He's trying to act
Oh
cool,
my
but he's
God.
not.
Listen,
You
this
know
is
what I
the
mean?
one
He's-
time Jay Ryan steps foot in the stream chat after a year and a half of streams. All right?
Complete filth.
And now I'm sorry, Jay.
The chat's saying bottom. I feel like the hat is a top, but the guy
Apologize.
is a bottom.
Oh my god.
Amish
On behalf of
cowboy
this
hat.
group, I apologize.
Jay Ryan says going in dry. He's clearly on board. That's not a
Okay.
cowboy hat.
A reluctant bottom.
Do you think that hat is a top or a bottom?
Yeah, so Amish cowboy hat, top or bottom? I don't even know.
For sure. This guy loves
That looks like
his,
a lady's sun hat.
show tunes. He loves his show
Yeah.
tunes.
Yeah, this is very. I can picture it under an Amish guy, but yeah, there might be something the sun hat later. This one, yeah, this wouldn't work for much if you're thinking of like a badass cowboy. Can't really put this on his head.
I don't
This
think that is a
pretty.
cowboy hat. That's just like a farmer's hat.
The article,
Yeah, it's like a farmer's hat, but it's the
I would
Amish
say
cowboy hat.
it
is
looks
what they
like
call it.
the monorail guy's hat.
The Amish
Amish
cowboy hat is
cowboy.
flatter than a traditional cowboy hat. This type of men's straw hat looks cool. To add a bit of edge to your outfit, try an Amish cowboy hat in black, or try a white hat with a crisp white shirt.
I hope
Bottom.
they,
So
I hope
not a cowboy hat.
I hope they
Yeah.
say one of them sucks. I because they're saying every one of them is cool. I hope they make a Meg Griffin out of one of the hats.
Oh,
Say,
yeah,
no one
yeah, yeah.
likes this hat. No one wears it.
Pinched front hat. This looks almost like a safari hat or
Ooh,
something.
I like this one. I
Australian.
like this one.
Australians. So named for its pinched appearance at the top. The pinched front cowboy hat comes in a variety of colors with a light colored tank top. So bottom. Wear the one pictured above, or for dark colored clothes, wear a dark one. Yeah. And I just, when they put words to it, that helps. Like when they say the pinch, I'm like, oh, the pinch. That's going to
Yeah,
help
that-
me draw cowboy hats for the rest of my life. I'm like, oh, there's a pinch at the top. You want to draw it? Yes. Oh, here we go. Flat brim cowboy hat. This hat is so money and so classic in so many movies. This is Clint Eastwood's one he always wears.
That's the
But-
mask hat, but with the smaller brim.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
But
the pinch.
and maybe it's not Clint Eastwood, but it doesn't look good on this guy, I don't think. But
It's the bottom of the hat. I think he's the bottom. Or
The cattiest, most judgmental.
he's a sleeper top. That guy.
hey, it's the fashion stream. We're
You
we're
think he's
rating their
you
drip.
think he's the bottom, but he's a sleeper top.
Well,
Oh,
let our
yeah, yeah.
cattiness come for.
A flat brim cowboy hat is great for that hipster vibe. It looks
Ugh.
great on guys with round faces or small oval faces. Wear it with a jean or a corduroy jacket or suspenders and a black and white outfit. Choosing a hat in a bright color like orange will help your whole look stand out. What the?
Yeah, isn't it the same? This is the same hat.
It's like a zoot
Gambler
suit
hat. Look, this is classy. This is what Phil would wear if he was a cowboy.
for sure.
Gambler. But you
He
don't
should
know what
have
the
over
next
his-
8 ones are, Phil. You gotta wait.
You wear it down over his face, so you can only see one of his eyes normally.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
would go good with
My
for a
good eye.
bad guy, and he would have an eye patch. It would be
Exactly, one eye.
Yeah. An oval
I
crown,
have-
round, wide brim setting a gambler cowboy hat apart from all others. This style is another great choice for adding an edge to your look. Its dark color and jeweled accents are all the details you could ask for. If you have dark hair and dark eyes, this hat would look super sexy on you.
Speaking of eye patches, eye scars, are they overdone? Are they still cool to add to characters? The classic eye scar.
Yeah, they're super cool. Like the perfect scar, like the Sub-Zero scar.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say they're cool for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
still
they're
cool.
definitely cool.
Okay.
The Tom Mix hat. This is
What
pretty
is
good. This is approaching the thing with what's his name, John Carpenter.
That reminds me of that guy from who's that monkey? George? You know
Oh
that
yeah,
monkey?
it is. This is the hat that George's guy
The
wears.
big yellow hat guy?
The
man in
yellow hat man. The
Yeah.
man in the yellow hat.
What is that?
That-
George? Forget about that.
That's the hat the Texan guy from The Simpsons might wear too. Is that his hat?
Or
This is called the 10-gallon hat. They put it at 6.
Oh, fuck him.
And it's Tom Mix was a guy. He stole the 10-gallon hat, so it's not
Here we
called
go.
10-gallon hat.
Ah.
He wore it so often that now it's called the Tom Mix hat.
I don't know, never heard of that.
Right.
I think it's more
Yeah.
well known as the Tom Mix hat. Isn't that what Doug Dimmadome wears from Fairly Odd Parents? Yeah.
I think
Oil
this is the
tycoon.
kind of hat that like a guy that isn't fat, but he's like definitely fat, who has like one of the big boulder bellies, like a boiler
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
And like he wears the checkered shirt, he has the mustache, like the Wilford Brimley style, and like
Yeah. He's like, I say, boy, you step out here
Yeah.
right here the
That-
second, son.
J.W. Pepper from the James Bond films. You guys remember like Live and Let Die? He was the sheriff.
No.
Jack.
No.
All right, are you ready for this one?
That's
Derby.
the British cowboy hat.
The classic. The
This
classic.
one's good. These are so different. So it is like this is real.
It's real.
You
It's
could
the
give a
Derby.
guy this hat. for
Cowboy hat.
It's real,
Oh,
Irene.
don't
Yeah,
worry.
this article should be called like Western hats.
Just hats
yeah.
in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is just a cheat sheet for Phil's cowboy thing. He's just
Yeah.
thinking,
Send this
okay,
article to me. Send
who
this
do
to
I
Oliver.
put, which character do I put this on? This is the Undertaker's hat. You can imagine it with circular Sam Hyde glasses.
No, the
Yeah.
Undertaker has a much wider brim. Yeah, this is the bowler derby. This is like Jack Swift from the first Red Dead Revolver game. If you guys ever played that.
Yeah. Actually, what about is this what the dudes in Clockwork Orange wear? I can't
Yes.
remember. I think.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's funny. That's British.
Drew-
You know what's coming up as we're talking about this? Every hat you can start to picture the other garments that go with it, which is kind of fun.
Black waistcoat.
Yeah, like this one kind of goes with suspenders, high water pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You meant those
What?
suspenders. Okay.
Yeah. And like skinny black socks, clacky shoes.
The leg suspenders on the
Shiny
socks,
shoes.
sock suspenders.
This one goes with like a walking stick.
He's got a derringer on his leg.
You definitely a derringer. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a guy in my Western with derby.
Do you have a guy in your Western with a knife in the shoe?
No, not yet.
Actually,
I do. All of a sudden.
The Gus hat.
Oh, you just forgot about that.
17 plot points just fell into place.
I like the name of this one, the Gus hat. I wonder if it's after Lonesome Dove. Classic
Only
cowboy
love
vibes go with the
word.
Gus hat.
In Texas, people name their son Gus so that he can wear this hat.
Yeah, I think the name started with this hat, actually.
Yeah.
It looks like it has to be white. The Gus hat is always a white hat.
So weird. It's so large brimmed. I feel like the Mexican sleeping man wears this.
Yeah, this
kind of.
feels like Mexicans would wear it. It looks kind of
Mhm.
Mexican. But yes.
Yeah, I like
The
that one.
open crown hat. This might be the
That's
look at
the
the
woman's
look at the
garden.
dummy. Look at the dummy underneath it. This looks like it could be Clint Eastwood's hat though. He has a weird hat. I'm trying to remember what his hat looks like always.
That's
It's
the
like
woman
always
from
flat
Back
brim
to
though.
the Future's hat.
That looks more like
Yeah.
Undertaker. I don't know.
Open crown. Does that just
I'm
mean
not a-
lots of room up here? Open crown.
I'm
Probably.
not a
Yeah.
fan of the flat brim. If someone made these for a video game, you'd be like, you didn't put any work into the brim.
Yeah, you didn't model it.
Yeah, it's just super stiff.
But I think the flat brim, like I swear, it's like a leading man hat a lot of times. Like maybe we can pull those up later. But like that's like what Clint Eastwood wears.
A leading man.
Yeah, the brick
Now
hat.
that's an
This one
acceptable
looks kind
cowboy
of
hat.
classic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a nice looking one.
That's like one. If you made that for a game or an IP, it would have like a bit of it taken out, and you'd see the fibers. You know what I mean? You'd see the silhouette of the woven, because it's like thick stuff, right? No.
Yeah. To
Yeah.
wear this one, you need a chiseled jawline. It says.
Oh.
This is
That's
like what
cool.
McConaughey would wear. This would suit McConaughey.
Oh yeah.
The puncher hat. I kind of like that.
Looks like a
Cowpuncher.
Mobius art hat. With something some European artist would draw. in
Yeah, I
those.
know what you mean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
got
this
that-
one has
with
kind of a
sides
weird shape to it.
Dipped in. I like that.
All face shapes. The crown on a country isn't too short or too big. I don't know what does crown mean? I think that's this.
Yeah.
Where it sits on your head, no?
Yeah. So this is like a tight fitting hat. The ranch hat. Look at that. That's pretty sick.
No,
That's
it
How
looks
are
like
these different though?
That's
just
the
like
cowboy
raw
hat.
cowhide. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
That's
like that
nice.
one.
Oh,
Only if you work outside. and it's only for outdoors.
They
So it's like
genetic
if it gets
engineer
dirt on
cows
it, then it's a
to
ranch hat. Any other hat with dirt? The Dakota hat.
grow them on the side. Yeah, that's the bad guy. The top one is the
Bad
one you
boys, you
just
call it.
thought. That's like the hero, and then yeah, this is his like nemesis. Was this
Yeah.
one? This is the nemesis of the previous hat.
Yeah. Yeah. Maromi says Kevin Bacon. Was that when we were up here or was that down here? Yeah.
I think
here
Kevin
it is.
Bacon from
This is Kevin Bacon.
Tremors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tremors for sure.
The black one, if that's one in the modern day, that's a guy that has like a black mustache and stuff, and he starts a fight in a bar, but like gets stabbed really quickly and like looks
Yeah.
really stupid.
Yeah.
Here, I got a hat for you, Pear. This is this is a gambler from the book.
It's the gambler hat. Look at you got it. You already did the research.
Yeah, he has the sides bent up a little bit, but I think that's cool. But yeah, class is a little gambler. And then we got this guy, Bowler Derby.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of like contrast what you usually like, because Bowler Derby guy, I think, is like a prim and proper Brit, but we did a little a twist on this guy. He's a scumbag.
He looks like he stole it from Tiny Tim. It's like a
Maybe
little.
Actually, I just remembered, Jake, he did steal this off of a young British lad that he may have
from
killed.
a little British child.
Yeah, that he
Had
killed.
no
so.
Christmas turkey.
Yay!
He's
Murdering
a scumbag. So, thanks for reminding me about that.
27 more plot points just fell into place.
Oh no! Wait, I need my
His World Forge account will be going to town tonight.
You guys remember this one? This hat?
No,
That is a weird looking one.
Yeah, that's like that reminds me of like a drunk prospector.
Yeah, this is what it's from. Remember this?
No,
Huh?
Oh,
Why is
from
the
the
front of
thing.
that hat flipped
that
up
looks
so much?
photoshopped on. That looks photoshopped on his head.
Look it. There's the toy.
Man,
having that.
my head is so big, hats don't fit it normally. Like, imagine wearing a hood on your head and then the hat on the hood. Like, you need a super big hat.
Yeah. 30 people watching, and thanks everyone for being here. We're going over fashion stuff, and now we're really getting started with. So we've got a little warm up with some hat stuff. I have some quotes, so I'll read these. We'll see if any of them are really great or whatever. Unfortunately, there's no Napoleon quotes I could find, but he might have said these two. Who knows?
Dang.
But
You
one
ran
says,
out.
"Elegance is not standing out, but being remembered." Giorgio Armani. And I do think that's kind of deep. I like that a little bit. In order,
right.
Irene's like,
I love how Pear loves his quotes. He's really.
I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
every
I'm
pair
all about the quotes.
presentation has a quote slide.
Yeah. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. Coco Chanel. Girls do not dress for boys. They dress for themselves. And of course, each other. If girls dressed for boys, they'd just rock around naked at all times. Betsy Johnson.
We'll
That's
say
a,
there is
that one.
some truth to
that's a
that.
Cope quote right there.
It's a what?
It's a Cope quote.
It's a cope? Why is that a quote? A cope?
The dressing for boys is to lure in boys. You don't lure them in by like walking around like that much of a skank.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But honestly, I mean, no one judges women harsher than the other women. The guys generally don't give a fuck.
Yeah. We don't know the vocabulary for any of the stuff.
Yeah, like what's this? There's like an arms race going on with women wearing like fillers, pulling back the skin on their heads. Like, does any guy actually like the big freaking Birdo lips?
Birdo?
No.
Birdo.
That's worse in Britain for some reason.
LA pouty lip look.
Yeah.
Like,
the
who's
Birdo
that
reference.
actress? Her name's like, what's her name? She had a Moriarty, very memorable name. She looked super normal, really cute, and then she got like buccal fat removal or something and a lip job, and it was so weird.
Is it the girl from The Boys? They were talking about that.
Yeah.
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 It's
She's really
so weird.
messed
I was
up.
like, I've seen some people that get like a little bit of plastic surgery, like, okay, that helps, but she did not need that. And a lot of people nowadays are getting stuff they don't need. Like, that
Yeah.
was weird.
Ellie says, don't like cosmetic surgery, don't even like tattoos on women. All the way with you there. You love that. Like, women who wear a bit too much makeup. Sometimes you'll see a woman and like, okay, they have a lot of makeup, it looks beautiful, it looks great. But then like when you finally see them without your makeup on, you're like, that's the real you. There you are. Like you instantly see that actual soul. You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, you're pretty, you instantly see the soul.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I will say though, most guys will say, "Oh, I prefer women without makeup, without, bare face and everything." You say that because you don't see women without makeup a lot. And what actually most guys, I'm not saying this is you, what most guys would prefer the most is nude makeup. Like, you look like you don't have makeup, but you're taking care of your skin. You've got a little bit of concealer. There's a way of very subtly doing it where you still look natural. Most guys can't tell, but that's what you actually want. Yeah, because most of us are, not do not have perfect skin. A little fugly without makeup.
Phil is absent in this conversation.
If you
He's
see
like,
a woman without makeup,
yeah,
you see a woman without makeup for the first time, you go, "What is that?"
Yeah, every now and then it is like, oh, I like women without makeup, and then when you see them, you're like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
Well, I think it's a person-to-person basis too, because I've known women that don't know how to put makeup on, like they usually don't, but when they do, they like overdo it and stuff. So I mean, it's definitely a skill, I'd say.
It really is.
Yeah, it's a person-to-person basis. That's like Call Me Jed was saying that, especially with the cosmetic surgery thing, that is something that is very put upon themselves. I mean, even though it's a societal thing, but women usually do that for themselves, and because they have this idea of what the standard should be, and then also to impress other women too.
Yeah, with women, there's definitely a social status associated with looking good. So it's just natural. It's evolutionary. What is perfect skin? Asked Travis Adams. I mean, it's one of those things you don't realize is an issue until you start aging, and then see those wrinkles and see those spots. You're like, oh, right, this is what all those skin commercials are for. And I took that for granted in my 20s because that wasn't a problem. I'm like, why do people care about that? What? Face mask? I'll wash my face with like shampoo. Who cares? No. Yeah. Moisturize, everybody.
The skin is the biggest organ in the body. Do you guys know this?
Yeah.
Yes. I was gonna say something and now I kind of forgot. What were we talking about with
Quotes?
Talking about
makeup,
plastic surgery.
Women dressing themselves.
Yeah, if I think of it, I'll tell you guys. It was random, but so there's another quote here. A little bad taste is like a nice splash of paprika. We all need a splash of bad taste. It's hearty, it's healthy, it's physical. I think we could use more of it. No taste is what I'm against. Deanna Vreeland. What do you guys think about that? I feel like that's a good one.
Yeah,
that applies to like everything. It applies to like comics. And very, very freeing to like break the bonds of good taste.
I guess maybe that I don't honestly, I like fashion a lot, but I don't like reading, a lot of those like Cosmo magazine or whatever. They're every season, every month, they'll be like, this is what's in vogue and this is what you should wear. This is the new hot style. And I hated all of that because it seems like it's only advice for people who want to chase what's popular in LA. I mean, I think finding your own style is more important, and that could apply. Let's bring it back to storytelling. That applies to characters too. The way to design fashion for your characters is their personality should show through, not just what they do, and this is the type of hat they wear because that's their job or so on and so forth. But the little things that they add to personalize their outfit and makes them seem like more of a human just at a glance. You can show a lot about a character and their story with just how they look. So I think that's what they mean. And not everyone can have perfect taste as judged by Vogue magazine or Cosmo, but who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
If
It's
it,
like you're trying to
that's
go for
too cute, then do it.
personality. It's almost like you're going for personality more than taste, sort of, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah,
Or it's
that's
not.
important in character
Yeah, it's not
design.
like universal taste. You're going for individual, idiosyncratic taste.
Mhm.
I remembered what I was going to say earlier. This would be an okay like short story idea, but it would be like one of these we've brainstormed before, like possible dystopian futures. But it would be, and again, it's like it's almost happening, so it's not funny, and maybe you couldn't do it. But it would be where the high class women of society all go down a rabbit hole of competing with each other so much with surgeries that they all become monstrous, and the rich men of society still have to marry them because they have to marry to stay in the class. But all the low class women are like classically beautiful, so all the rich men are like sneaking out at night to have affairs with the poor women. And then I don't know what
Mm.
would happen after that.
You do really well in global comics.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. I mean, like that's almost like Cinderella. You could do a modern version of Cinderella, where her sister.
Cinderella's boob implants fall out at midnight.
No, it's just her sisters. Her sisters would all have so much plastic surgery that they look disgusting,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she's just the only one who looks normal. And the
They
prince
have a
is like,
horseshoe effect. They
that
start off as
lady.
ugly, get a bit better, and then get so much they go ugly again.
Yeah.
I think that could work.
Um,
Yeah, I like that.
There's truth to that, though.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Make it cyberpunk.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Give a girl the right kind of shoes and she can rule the world. Marilyn Monroe. Okay, that is something a dumb blonde would say because that makes no sense.
Yeah,
But
it's horrible. That's so dumb.
it's the worst quote in the
It's-
world.
It is
Okay,
the worst.
Marilyn.
It makes me hate Marilyn Monroe.
Clearly never
Yeah.
had the red ruby shoes
Calm
from
down, lady.
Yeah. If she said that in front of me, I'd be like, "Shut up, bitch," and I'd slap her.
Imagine that's like her Miss
So
America
that's why
quote.
everyone
Like,
did.
what's your quote for the Miss America pageant? And that's what she says.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
No, but actually, there's ways that it's cute. I don't know. And the thing is, shoes are like important. I think you could argue that shoes are the most important fashion thing. Maybe hats, obviously, are pretty important when
It's
they
what
even come
everybody's
up.
obsessed with. Like, I know so many people that just buy so many shoes. I don't.
Yeah,
You're
shoot-
got a bunch of sneakerhead friends, Phil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There was some other quotes that I
Like
saw a
modest
little bit.
stuff.
A lot of the fashion quotes are talking about shoes, and one thing, you know how they talk about aura, and a fashion is sort of related to aura. And if you think about like often celebrities will have aura, like they say that about Tom Cruise. Like if you meet Tom Cruise, they're like, it's true, he does have an aura. Sorry, he might be crazy, but he has an aura. You can feel it. And I'm like, all right, he's like a short, handsome guy, but he's short, but he's like
Right.
well dressed. You could imagine if he was in like a Russian jumper, like sweatpants, his aura might go away. It probably would go away. It's like the fashion has a fair amount to do with it. And shoes are almost like shoes can give you an aura single-handedly. Like I could, if I got a good pair of like legit Jordans that look so great, and I was walking down the street, I would just be like, it would change how I would walk. People would be like, that guy's got an aura.
Yeah, I
They
think the
do
aura is
matter.
the money in his bank account. That's what the aura is.
Yeah, that could
No
be.
kidding though. So shoes it's like good lettering. It's one of those things that you wouldn't think you notice, but a good pair of shoes does a lot, and people subconsciously can tell. Something that I'm learning, and I think it's kind of like if you look at a lot of Korean fashion and how people dress in Asia nowadays, it's very simple, baggy ass clothes, but with a nice hat and nice jewelry and nice shoes, and it looks good. So
Oh
you
yeah.
can just wear like fucking all black baggy ass stuff or just yoga pants, but pair with like nice cowboy boots or nice shoes and some jewelry, and it'll look really good.
I must be
Nice.
doing it all wrong. I've been wearing like the same pair of Nike Flyknit Frees for the last like 20 years.
Just
and they're falling apart.
wear pants that like hang down so baggily that they cover your shoes, and you look like a walking Chewbacca. You're like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just
were
be
those,
wiping the floor everywhere you go.
those
Yeah.
90s emo massive jeans.
Yeah, Jenko
You know
jeans.
what shoes have aura is when they have plastic duct taped around them because you're stepping in blood and need to clean up a dead body. That's like a good style. The thing,
Not that you've been researching that.
yeah. But so the one thing that I feel like for me, this is almost like a New Year's resolution is I want to get good at drawing shoes because I notice it like Irene. That was a good way of putting it too. That it's like lettering, and you see it in comics too, and you notice it when you see it in comics. You notice the extra attention, and it is always nice whenever you see it. And you know who actually draws good shoes and pays attention to it is Frank Miller because I was just reading Holy Terror,
Yeah.
and he draws like the shoes straight up on all the characters all the time, and he'll
That's
draw the
interesting.
soles like it's like part of it is like knowing the sole of the shoe is like fun, and when the sole tilts up, you're not like, well, I don't know, I'll just draw something or I'll draw nothing, I'll leave it flat. That's what I do a lot of times. I just leave it flat and hope people don't notice. Like, no,
Yeah.
you could maybe once you got to pull out some reference and do some studies, but then you're good to go after that, and then you from then on you can draw authentic shoes, and it does go a long way, I think.
So
Yeah.
it's like shoes are the nose of the outfit. Like the nose's role on the face is what the shoes play on an outfit.
Oh, there
It
you
goes
go.
first. It points. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
now
it's-
Yeah,
that I
like
think
no
of
one
it,
really pays attention to the nose.
Yeah.
But it can change your whole look.
unless
It's
it's huge.
subconscious.
Yeah, then you're like, I want her.
Yeah.
Jake likes huge noses.
Yeah.
The now that I think of the Frank Miller thing, he did in Sin City emphasize a lot with when Dwight was in the story, like he always had red shoes, right? And everything
Yeah.
else is in black and white. So he had to draw Dwight's shoes in Sin City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that in Holy Terror too. The only things that get color are Catwoman's shoes, the version of Catwoman in that story. And you can tell he might have, I don't know if he pulled reference if they're like actual Jordans or something, but they have a fun design on the soles that whenever she kicks, you see it. And I'm like, oh, just that little extra detail is fun. Yes. Another quote is, one should always dress like a marble column. From Jackie Kennedy.
Well, she likes to dress like a marble column.
I know. I feel
Yeah.
like she might have been saying that as a joke, and it is funny in context if it's a joke. But if it's out of context and it's not a joke, then it's retarded. But that's okay. But yeah, she's probably talking about herself. And then here's this thing. It says, I have enough clothes and shoes. I don't need to go shopping, said no woman ever.
Remember those
True.
memes? Those were like memes before memes. Remember those?
I still like those.
Yeah.
Those were funny.
Yeah. There was one of the quotes was someone saying like, they say money is at the root of all evil, but shopping always makes you happy, so money can't be that bad. Something like that. And
Literally, shopping is a crutch for a lot of people to get that. It's kind of like that
It's an addiction.
dopamine rush to
Mhm.
like you're buying new stuff and
Yeah.
your life is miserable, but you're like this whole.
Gambling.
I don't know. It's a
Speaking
little
of
bit.
speaking of the before times, do you guys remember the YouTube video that's like shoes? More
Yeah,
shoes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So
was
people
a
have been
pre-meme.
talking about shoes a long time. Long time
Everybody
coming.
loves shoes, man.
Yeah.
Long time.
They're
coming.
okay.
Wow.
I only need 3 to 5 pairs.
Why?
What about-
Did you make that? No, it's a meme.
No.
Download.
Yeah. I downloaded a bunch of memes, so we can blow through them kind of fast.
This goes
Everywhere
back.
I
Someone in
go.
the chat earlier said, no guy cares about a woman's eyelashes. And that's true. Like women put on those big fake eyelashes. That's for them. Like, that's not for guys.
Unless they tickle you with them, butterfly kiss, then it's fun.
So
One,
you're
two,
saying a woman with
I know what you
no eyelashes would still be attractive to you?
I mean, if they're hot, yeah, but you don't really notice them. I mean, you notice them when they're fake eyelashes and big and stuff, but it's not like, man, you didn't put your fake eyelashes on tonight, honey. That's a real bummer, you know?
Yeah. This is one thing I noticed when I kind of was like Googling different things to see what would work to even find fashion. Because you can't Google fashion. If you Google fashion, it's all runway fashion that looks psychotic and looks terrible.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm literally just like trying to find like what people are wearing.
Yeah.
And so I found like Rate My Drip. I found like Starter Pack, like memes would pull up some stuff.
Yeah.
And
Type in street fashion.
yeah, maybe that would have worked. I think I might have tried that too, though, and I don't know. I tried everything,
It's still
but
runway stuff, no matter what. It just always
yeah,
90s
but
style runways.
yeah, and I tried like historical fashion trends, and like that didn't really work either. It's I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of hard to find. But you know what's funny is fashion is like it's when you'll see old photos of actors, and it's a kind of the aura thing again. Sometimes you're like, damn, that's awesome. That like young Marlon Brando, and you're like, okay, he looks awesome. And then you're like, what's he wearing? Because I had never thought of it as a fashion thing before. So then you break it down, and then you can make the Marlon Brando starter pack, young Marlon Brando starter pack or whatever. But one thing that comes up is the sports bras. Everyone's wearing, a lot of the girls are wearing sports bras, exposed midriff, then like really big baggy sweatshirts
I'm wearing a
and
sports bra
sweatpants,
right
and then
now.
cool shoes. But yeah, the sports bra is like legit. I'm gonna bring that into my own work too. That's one note that I got from all this. One takeaway. Yes.
I do
Oh, look at
appreciate
that.
how comfortable
Ah,
current fashion is.
Everyone's first crush, am I right?
Hell yeah.
What's
Totally.
her name? Is it
Oh,
like Bobby
yes.
Joe Briggs or something?
I remember looking
no.
in my Power Rangers fucking sticker book as a kid and seeing the one sticker of the pink Power Ranger, and she was like underlit. She must have been in like the Zordon room next to some control panel, and I was like, she looks amazing.
Yeah. Amy
Why
Jo
does she look
Johnson.
so beautiful.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then when you're an adult, you're like, she just kind of looks normal. But like as a kid, it's like, what is going on? She was lit like me right now.
Underlit with evil.
That's why you're so good
underlit.
looking right now, Jake.
Oh, look at that. Rate
Oh
his
my
drip.
god, get this out of here.
Oh my
Look,
god.
do you guys know who that is?
Is that
Yeah.
Jaden Smith?
Jaden, is that?
Yeah.
It took me a minute. I was like, what is that? One of those Tokyo fashion Harajuku shots? No, it's
Yeah.
Jaden Smith looking like
The
he's
woman
60.
is like on our team in the background.
Okay,
Look at
but
her face. Oh,
African American with buzzed, bleached hair is awesome. I will say that. That's a note I will take.
That's
And
Cisco,
sometimes
right?
like accoutrements, like
Cisco
a
was the first to do that from the Thong song.
But he
Yeah,
hasn't
totally.
all the way. He's like Duracell battery oranged it.
It's just
Yeah.
grew out a little bit, I think.
He looks like a turtle. He looks like Franklin the turtle.
Look, he's drinking like Soylent. I think.
No, that's got to be matcha, right?
no, it's one of those shakes.
That's
Smoothies.
AG. He was watching
Oh my
loads of Wendigoon. He bought some AG. Sponsored link.
Here,
Then he
I
forgot
got.
to cancel it.
Check
And then
this
he-
pair.
AG sponsor us.
This is peak fashion right here. This defined a decade. This
kinda
defined
did. It's
a
funny.
decade, and it made the fashion. Miami Vice was on for what, 5 or 6 seasons. It defined the 80s. Everybody started dressing like this, slick. And this before the show was not the fashion. Like the show created the fashion because they were in Miami. Don Johnson, it wasn't in the script that he shouldn't wear socks, but he wore loafers. But because it was too hot, he didn't wear socks, and that was the trend. Suit jacket, sleeveless shirt under it, pastel, top. Super top.
Yeah.
Swampy feet.
Yeah.
I think okay, so because this is such a simple outfit, I think there's something useful to point out about drawing clothes that really helped me. So he's wearing, like Phil said, suit jacket, suit pants, uh, simple tank top, so on and so forth, right?
Yes.
But you can't take just any one of those items and put it together and have the outfit look the same. Having clothes look good is about having the right cut and the fit. So when you're drawing characters, I would say pay attention to the silhouette and the shape language, because it's not just about the style, it's how the style and how those clothes fit on the character. So you see how sleek the lines are, the exact neckline, how big the lapel is, all of that plays into that look.
Yeah, like I was apprehensive about being able to input on like a fashion book because like that's all I think about when drawing a character. It's not like Pixar level drawing a cube for a head, but like it is the shape language
Mhm.
of the outfit, like having a female character with like huge legs, right? But to make the legs look even thicker, you got to have like a small top bit, and like you
Yoga
can make
pants.
the top feel more compact by putting like a compact little jacket that's like got the sleeves rolled up. You know what I mean? It's all like putting pressure in the right places on a character, like doing a little magic trick here to like distract from over there. Like it's like a balance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that's kind of come up is like, so if you're designing a character, fashion could be part of it. It's the I mean, what do they really? They don't necessarily call it fashion. They call it costume design, I guess, like
Sure.
in movies and comics.
Yeah.
But so if you're designing the costume, it's like you're designing it from a personality point first, like a character
Hmm.
point, but
Wardrobe.
also visually too. You're trying to get some visual character, uh, and that's a big
Mm-hmm.
part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Jay Ryan has a great point. He says how the character carries themselves in the clothes as well.
Hmm.
Good
Yeah.
point.
A
Yeah,
lot of actors have said that the clothing can help transform them with their performance. I forget like who exactly. Sometimes it's like if it's a big makeup thing, like if it's like Jim Carrey becomes the Grinch or whatever, it's
hmm,
like he looks in the mirror as the Grinch and then he feels like it that's what creates the transformation is being able to see that. I don't know if that's him.
yeah,
It's other actors say that though. But
yeah. Well, you look at like specific genres too. I mean, like the '80s outrun crime genre, or maybe it has evolved into like the neon noir type genre, like Drive and stuff like that. Or you look at cyberpunk, like fashion is a huge part of the characteristics of that genre. Um,
yeah.
like undoubtedly, like cyberpunk, this stuff, like the nightlife and the clothes people are wearing is a big part of that
Yeah.
motif.
And they'll care about it and they'll act differently depending on what they're wearing. So that it's just a good like angle to think about because it comes up like there was the biker movie from last spring. It's called like I think it's called The Bike Raiders actually. But the guy in that the kid, he won't take off his I don't know if they call it his letters, his logos, but he has letters for his gang and he goes into the bar and they're like you can't wear those here. And
Yeah,
he's like
it's like his patches.
you'll have to take these off my dead body. And all he's wearing is like his biker jacket.
Hmm.
But that is like super important to him. And yeah, like you could imagine like a character if their favorite outfit is dirty, then they need to wash it first, you know, so
Yeah,
they might have to do it that day, you know, it's something they got to do, so they got to work around that. Or if they don't have it, they lose some confidence. If they get caught in a situation like the girl they have a crush on, but their favorite outfit they don't have it and all they have is sweatpants and they're
hmm,
like, "Damn, I sure wish I had my best outfit in this situation." But
Although, guys, if you want to show off, sweatpants, no underwear.
yeah.
Women love that.
really?
Women say like that they love if guys are walking around in public with sweatpants, no underwear for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know
They're
why.
degenerates.
Ellie Munoz says, "Nar fashion includes riverwear, flannel house coats, and ninja that lurks behind him at all times." Yes. Yeah,
I imagine
I wear a lot of sweatpants.
you'd probably sleep in wading trousers.
Yeah,
What are wading trousers?
it's a British thing.
I guess I never heard of them.
You wear the thing. If you're gonna go wading in a river, they're like big uh pants that you
Wading
have
in a
on with straps over your shoulders, and they have like a big ring around the waist, so you can go wading, like waterproof things.
I don't know what's wading. How do you spell it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
But-
WAD.
WADING.
It's where you move through a river.
I
but
never heard of that.
definitely,
Didn't know that was a verb.
you know, you can build like in Pulp Fiction, he loves his watch, but like you could have a shirt like that you love. They could come up in stories so often, just like little details in the background. And then kind of we've gone over this, but it is fascinating that it actually can change your character depending on they're the same character, the same person, but they could feel different and act different depending on what they're wearing. If they're going out to the club and they feel sexy, you know what I mean? Or versus like sweatpants or something. But
Yeah, I mean,
so
that's, yeah.
Sexy when I go to the club.
how do you think this guy feels sexy? What's his
No.
name?
No,
Probably
this gives
feels
off
self-hatred all the time.
This is rich person trying to seem hip and hobo.
He's
Yeah.
never
Got
not
that-
miserable.
1,000-yard stare.
If he ever like feels happy for a moment, he probably like checks himself and was like, "Wait a minute, I went a bit far there."
Yeah.
Yeah, the 1,000-yard stare is antipsychotic medicine he's on. The outfit is saying he's trying to be rebellious, trying to be punk. He doesn't care.
Oh yeah,
I
he has
noticed-
no identity, so he has to find one for
Yeah,
clothes.
That is what this looks like. No identity, the outfit, kind of. But yeah, this is an identity. And looking at all the pictures, a lot of people have necklaces and bracelets, men and women, and that's a good thing to remember too.
It's called
guys.
accessorizing.
Yeah.
No, just jewelry can add a lot. No, you can wear the most simple outfit, but again, shoes and jewelry. You
Yeah,
can look good
totally.
with just that on really plain everything else.
So this is young Madonna. I thought it's kind of refreshing for multiple reasons. Because for one, she looks so terrible now. So it's fun to see her when she was young, and she was the most famous person on the planet. Kind of.
right.
And she wasn't like drop dead gorgeous. She was just kind of cool looking.
No, she did the horseshoe. She did the evil twins horseshoe. She started
Well-
off a little bit jank,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
better, improved, and then went right back around to jank again.
Really good music, though.
Yeah. And I think her style, this is like heavy makeup, but it looks really cool. And her hair looks really cool, I think.
Yeah, it's that punk.
She was great
Yeah.
in the Weird Al movie.
It's like a pop punk, right? I'd say. But getting back to the accessories thing, like necklaces, bracelets, would you guys put that in your comic, or as artists, would you be like, oh, that's just some extra stuff I have to draw? I might forget about it, so I'm not even going to give them like
So
weird
accessories, especially like wristbands, necklaces, foot wristbands,
Mhm.
rings, toe rings, thumb rings,
anklets.
anklets.
all
This is something I learned from Irene, so I'm stealing from her right now.
Nice.
Oh no, dare you.
There are times in a comic where you're just showing someone's arm or a close up of their hand or their feet walking along. If you have an iconic item on those parts of the body, that means you can recognize the character. So, like Connell, he has the gold braces and he has mud shoes. So if you see a close up of his feet or his hands, you pretty much know it's him. Like all Scooby-Doo style, like whatever the like design a character that has just like basically marker stamps all over the key parts of their body. So when you do close-ups, the viewer knows it's them. The audience knows it's them.
Exactly. That's why I gave. I was thinking I'd pull it up real quick, but doesn't matter. I gave most of my characters distinctive hand and footwear, and Casimir has these weird hand wraps with an X on it, and he wears them all the time. And
Mhm.
Cardinal has the same thing. He has those bracers, so that allows you to have those shots where, well, it's just a hand in the foreground. Sometimes you just need that for the composition of the page, but it's not a problem because you can still tell whose hand it is.
That's interesting because as someone that is paying an artist, I would think it would be annoying for them. Like, I'm like, oh, if I'm going to add this bracelet or something, I just wouldn't bother because I don't want to make it a harder time for the artist I'm paying to be like, have to remember this thing's there all the time. And then,
Phil,
but you know,
are you
Not
paying them?
really.
Are you paying them any less to have those details omitted? That's the thing.
I think
You should be thinking, how do I make this harder for my artist? Because I don't have to draw shit.
it
That's
depends
true.
on what kind of. Well, I have ran into that problem. So, okay, in Fiendish 1, when I first started out this comic, I'm like, I will not be afraid of detail, which I'm not. But I gave Cosmere a really, really detailed cloak clasp, and you'll notice halfway through the chapter while he's fighting the demon, that cloak gets destroyed and the clasp falls off. You never see it again because it was
Yeah.
such a pain to draw that damn
Yeah.
lantern over and over again.
Yeah.
So there's a certain level of balance. All of my character, Cosmere he has a necklace. It's right here. It's part of the story. I like giving my characters items, and this ties into fashion as well. It's items that tie into their backstory, that are gifts from important people in their past, so on and so forth. Or like this is a religious sigil too. So, and a lot of my characters have those things, and I do have to draw those over and over again. But there's a point of overdoing it. So I would say it's not a problem. It adds to your character, but if it's overly detailed, or if it's something has like a bunch of jingly chains or charms and you have to draw them over and over again, that's a pain. So it's about the specific design, not that an item is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I can see both sides. It's if I'm hiring an artist, I would be a little more wary, like you're saying, Phil, because then I would have to double check and ride them, and I'd feel bad about
Right.
forcing them to keep track of all that crap. But if it's my book and I'm drawing it, then I would want to lean into getting it extra detailed because that could be fun.
Yeah, I'd be more okay with it if you gave them like an actual character sheet. A lot of people don't seem to bother with that shit. Like, that has all the details on it and all the colors to pick from, as a resource.
What is each of your favorite costume design of all time? It's kind of a hard question. Jake, you go first.
Oh, thanks. No, I mean it is super hard because, like, obviously, okay. Samus from
Samus is mine. I choose Samus.
Oh my gosh.
I like that he's like, that's hard. You take it, moron. I'm like, I'll pick the best one ever. Yeah, video games have to communicate certain things really immediately, especially if they're from the past where fidelity was low. So Samus, both in her Zero suit and in her big full-on suit, where like that one, you were playing like some space thing, and it's like she's all big, and then at the very end, her costume blows off, and you see it's a woman. Like there was actually a storytelling thing and a bait and switch with that character design. I love the GameCube orange colors, like the and yeah, I love that her suit is amazing. But outside of Metroid Prime, Bancroft, he says, who's Samus? Samus Aran from Metroid Prime. Like Tomb Raider as well. Just fucking
Bancroft.
pitch perfect. Just that blue and the brown and the tiny bag on the back. Like if a woman dresses just with a top and shorts and a bag on the back, she just looks like Tomb Raider now.
Yeah.
But outside of women and outside of video game characters, I loved Simon Pegg's outfit in Shaun of the Dead, where he had like the little red on his pocket, and they have the "you got red on you" and there's blood. You know, I love suits and ties stuff, and that was kind of cool. Like a zombie apocalypse, but he's wearing like this black, white, his yellow hair at the top, and the touch of red, and then his tie. It was like perfectly balanced.
FKA asked for one though, so which of those three is your favorite?
Samus.
Okay,
I don't know.
Samus. My favorite is also Samus, and I say exactly what Jake says. Irene, what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I
Great
should have
taste.
thought of this before, but go to someone else. Go to Phil.
All right, this is an impossible question because it could take hours.
Vash. What about Vash?
But I was looking at my books over there and I saw Trigun. Vash's design is really cool. His jacket is crazy, super unique to the character. It almost emulates like a Spawn cape at times, because Nighttow was a big 90s comics fan. But something that you don't even see in the show, and they don't even get to until the later series, he has these tubes that come out of his torso and then connect back into it for no reason. They're like exhaust pipes, kind of, but they actually store ammo. Like they feed ammo into his arm gun, which you never even know unless you actually read the manga. But he's designed it that way. I actually brought to relate this to more of a fashion-y type question, is one of my favorite fashion designs in comics is Julie Winters from the Max, because it's so 90s outrageous. Like
those jeans.
Yeah, totally from the mind of Sam Keith. He's like, oh yeah, of course I want to see some chick with her ass out, and it also incorporates fishnets, and she's in jeans.
I'm disappointed I've never designed this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That is great.
And it's also bell bottoms, so it's freaking so top. I just love the character's design because it's very of that time, and it's so the Max. Like, this is only Sam Keith would be able to create a character like this.
The hair could be cuter.
Okay, Mr. Piggy.
Yeah.
If she just had it all tied back and it was just like genie style, big tall ponytail.
Yeah, I'm sure it was so he didn't have to draw eyes. But I love that, and I also love how Jason Pearson does fashion in his books. It's similar. Yeah, I dig this style of like the 90s aesthetic, but this is from Body Bags, which is a book he did back in the day. But very cool, kind of that same stuff. And look at that, he just got shoes too, poofy little poof balls on the shoes.
Nice. Yeah, that looks good.
I love big shoes. The huge boots, like Lara Croft boots. I want to see the underwear come. Wait, go back to her.
Oh, okay. The little high riders.
There we go. So is that like?
Yeah, I love that too.
Is that a swimsuit she just put on under there?
Well, that's her panties, right? Yeah. They used to do this in the old Mortal Kombat games too, the 3D era. You'd have like Sonya Blade. She'd have low ride pants on and then high rise thong going up and sitting above her hips. Very like 80s swimsuit, which I love that aesthetic.
I love big baggy jeans that are like slinking down like that, but they're wearing like a one piece underneath.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, super cool. So those are some cool comic-y designs that aren't like outfits and costumes or like super suits, I would say, Very memorable.
Nice.
Do you have an outfit yet, Irene? I want to do favorite character designs as well, but I know it's unrelated. It's slightly related. It's different.
Yeah, think of this stuff before. And
I want to. I'm debating between FMA and Black Lagoon. I feel like I'm gonna just suddenly think of something right after. That's the perfect choice, but it's hard because I'm like, well, there are a lot of good designs in Berserk, but most of those are armor. So is armor fashion? Like the armor in Berserk is really good.
In Dark Souls, they literally have a concept called fashion souls, which is like people wearing the outfits they want so the character looks good.
Yeah,
like,
that's where most of the Rate My Drip memes come from. It's all character creation in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fashion souls.
Yeah.
Well, if armor counts, then yeah. Berserker armor.
Griffith makes armor fashionable.
Oh yeah, very fashionable.
I kind of like the boob window in Power Girl. That's one. I don't know if that's
Classic.
my favorite, but
Classic.
I like it.
Yeah, that's great.
It's something you always want to steal, but like you can't because
Yeah.
it's not,
The boob window.
Or
when you
and
do it, it's not gonna feel
90s
like fun.
Rogue too. It's the leather jacket combined with the like
The costume,
swimsuit
yeah.
onesie kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like
Layering.
the jacket that's short. Like it doesn't go down to your waist. It's just like under the boob jacket, like Rogue has a lot of characters.
Super legit with the big hair too.
It's the concept of layering in design. The thing on underneath the other thing, the jacket on top of the one piece, the underwear coming out from the jeans.
Yeah.
It's like you're implying more hidden away. Best character design is Bender though. The same.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's just armor. It's perfect.
Bender.
He is armor.
He's
Oh, there you go.
naked.
It's a
Check
set of armor.
this one out. This is very 90s, even though I think this is Liefeld.
Oh my god.
A
Amazing.
broken clock could be right, sometimes. However it says.
Yeah.
Boom boom.
Shoulder pads. The giant with that one I like the giant collar that's very 3D.
Oh yeah.
I
I love the sunglasses. Someone mentioned surprisingly Jubilee with her jacket, but the thing I love about Jubilee and Boom Boom is the big ass sunglasses. I think they're freaking cool. So 90s.
I've seen, Phil's pulling up images, and I need to not be lazy. I got to pull up images too.
I've been furiously downloading things. I have sketches to show, but I have a couple of examples. Hold on.
Do the same thing with this Danny DeVito face, with Gabe Newell face.
Someone needs to buy Jake an all over print outfit with his face on it.
Oh yeah.
You can get the jogger bottoms and like a beanie all in all over print and a jacket over the top of the shirt.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop, Admiral Wackus says that's another good one.
It's good Wackus.
Are you looking for
it is part of it is like there one of those quotes said like you want to be remembered. And sometimes if we say iconic too, obviously that helps. But it is like whatever sticks in your memory helps a lot.
Hold on. I'm fine. I've got images, but they're all tiny. Okay. This one.
You guys don't like this one though? We'll move on.
Yeah, I like that one.
No, don't move on. No moving on. I'm about to shit.
No, but stall more.
Okay. Here we go. Here's one of my picks.
Nice.
Classic.
Bender wearing the tasteful Speedo from when he robbed the pool. That was a good Bender. There was also rate this strip, Wooden Bender.
Oh, nice.
A classic.
I like it.
And then I got one more.
Oh, I haven't seen that episode yet.
When he's
oh, you haven't watched it. Oh, fuck! Spoiler. Oh, shit.
It's okay.
Oh no, I ruined it. You've seen Wooden
what's
Bender?
his name when he's a superhero? When they get superpowers?
It's fine. I don't know what the.
He's called Super King, which is the name of a cigarette style, right? Super King cigarettes.
Super King.
Perfect. Hold on. And then there's
Follow the blank.
yeah, we've got Pharaoh Bender.
Yeah, I guess.
You have seen that one.
That's a pretty good one.
Is that the one? Is that the one where they build the statue and he breathes fire?
Exactly. This is the one where he wants to be remembered. It just
remember me.
Remember me. Okay, I got Super King. Here we go.
You got Super King.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bender might be the best design because you could put him in anything.
He is the best design
because he is naked.
He is so design wise, his solid gray on everything means it can pair with so many other things because he's like a solid base.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so what about this one though? Rate this drip 1 to 10. I give it
11.
11, 10. Amazing. Heat drip.
Nine 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 nine.
Oh, nice. Reenie's got a good one.
I finally found a good enough image. So, I think this knew I'd think of something that was very memorable. Any all red biker outfit, you think of Akira. If you know anything about anime, you think of Akira, especially if it's got those like big padded 80s and 90s style shoulders. And I like that I can tell this is a biker outfit and also the time period this was made in, and it's so bold and it stands out, that bright red that ties into his bike as well. I think this is a very good design and it's pretty iconic. But I also want to pull up, same color as his bike, but then his outfit I think is also actually really good, because his whole story is he's got a god complex, and that red cape over he's kind of like mentally immature, but he's got a god complex, right? And it shows in his outfit, because he has this very simple, basic, just like wife beater shirt, but he's wearing a cape, so you can tell it kind of, his outfit is telling that story. He's a normal guy, but he thinks he's God. He thinks he can control his powers. And I don't know if this was on purpose, but I think how red the cape is ties into the fact that he wants to be Kaneda. He's constantly trying to be him, and it's the same red. So maybe there's something there. But I think he's a really
that's
good
cool. I haven't heard that before. That makes sense though. That's cool.
I like the back of his jacket better than the front.
Well, the back.
The pill. Oh yeah, it's so iconic. Yeah, that's legit.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the back view as well.
I want to not shout out, but call out Michael Bancroft, who says yellow suit Beatrix in Kill Bill. I shake my head at that, because that is from Bruce Lee's Game of Death, which, like most things that Quentin Tarantino does, is a ripoff from the Game of Death, and was famous before Kill Bill even came out. So,
but when he was in that, it wasn't a woman in it, which makes it
better. Right. Yeah. Well, when she was in it, I don't know. I can't be too sure if there was a woman in that as well.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Salt.
Another movie says Mad Max 2. That movie invented like that whole aesthetic. I feel like that movie kind of invented it. But now it's so, speaking of iconic or like borderline cliche now, but it's amazing. But it's like we think of post-apocalyptic, and you think of like Mad Max, you think of what it looks like.
Yeah, that whole like these things, they become like aesthetics for genres, and like they change the culture around it.
Yeah. What about this coat's pretty sick? That's like the Kaneda jacket, but it's green.
I feel like
he has
Kanye West
flaps.
Jacket.
Supreme.
Coffee. Oh.
These glasses, letters. I don't know if we're seeing any brands. If you put Supreme, that jacket's okay. That shoes are okay.
What is this supposed to be?
It's just a bunch of images.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? What is this? A crime scene photo? What's going on?
What's it say at the top?
Got my fit laid out for tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh, I think that might be kind of dark. I don't know. We'll go to the next one. Here you go. Is this what you're talking about, Rainey, where they just have awesome shoes and then a bag, and then that's the style?
I mean, kind of, but I don't know about that specific assortment. But
look,
in general,
she's got accoutrements. She's got a cool bag. Accoutrements.
Oh, the bag is cool.
Those shoes are legit as AF. Super legit.
Well, look at the influence that the fashion of the Matrix had on pop culture for decades.
The Matrix. Yeah, that's another good one.
Giant earrings are legit. I'll say that. Especially for comics. Because I feel like they might not be that practical in real life. They get caught on stuff and ripped off or whatever.
You
can always draw them in comics. It's a victimless crime.
Oh yeah, they pull your earlobes down.
Yeah, Gauges turned the ear itself into the big earring.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Joe Johnson, Bobby Joe Riggs. What's her name?
Amy Jo Johnson.
Oh, Amy Jo Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Short shorts, jeans, pink, white, exposed
Yep.
midriff, all denim. Yeah.
What about Saved by the Bell?
Yeah,
Kelly
that it could be
Kapowski.
some
I
good
don't
ones.
recall how Topanga dressed.
That's Boy Meets World, but
Do you guys know who
Topanga's
this
hot too.
lady is? Does the chat know?
No, it wasn't, Phil. What?
What?
Wait,
You said
that?
Topanga.
Boy Meets World, isn't that the one where it's like the old film footage and the guy is like narration?
No, that's something from the 80s. Boy Meets
This is
World was
Phoebe
Topanga.
Cates.
Oh,
This one.
what am I talking
Cool.
about?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's pretty, and she's been in a lot of
that French
movies in the
Savage.
80s. She's pretty iconic.
Yeah,
But this this is like schoolgirl, I guess, but it looks kind of cool. The hair is cool.
it's like private school girl.
You
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know
Bowling
her. Isn't she
shoes?
from Fast Times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Oh, and Gremlins.
I loathe narcissism, but I approve of vanity. Diana Vreeland.
Never heard of her.
The best things in life are free. The second best are very expensive. Coco Chanel.
Yeah, man, the oxygen's great.
Here's a poofy
like
jacket. What is this, like poofy blazer under tank top?
Shoulder pads. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a nice looking blazer though.
Yeah. Like this style's legit. This is Auclou. This is a Mary Lou French singer.
Who's that?
Ooh, that's
That's
the
Antonio
That's Phil's
Baldisio.
dad.
That's me. I've had people
Benicio
tell me,
del
like,
Toro.
So
Benicio Deliosto.
but get this. This is Benicio del Toro as portraying Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
Isn't
Yeah.
it Spike from
Decent
Cowboy? Is it
Spike.
though?
It's not.
Is
It
A
it?
doesn't
little
look like
old.
Spike Spiegel.
Spike's younger.
He looks more like Space Dandy than Spike Spiegel in this one.
Just because of how forward the hair is. But yeah, he could have did it.
A little old for Spike.
Phil
Yeah.
still hasn't watched Space Dandy.
No.
I can't find it anywhere with dubs.
Trig on the shorts.
It's on Crunchyroll.
I have to pay for Crunchyroll.
So
Well,
this
You pay
is
for Crunchyroll?
Hawaiian shirt. This fit is Hawaiian shirt under blazer with floofy hair, and it does look legit. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Phil, I think you can watch Crunchyroll for free, but it has ads.
Oh, really? Shit.
What is this?
This one hurts my eyes a little bit, but poofy jackets with tight jeans, awesome big shoes. It looks like a
cool.
cartoon character in the side view, like
Yeah.
big shoes, big jacket.
Yeah, he's
respect
having fun. He isn't
Yeah,
taking himself too
Hood
seriously.
hood
He's having a
combined
good
with
time.
hat is legit. The texture
he's
on the
def-
sweater
Definitely
is
a
legit.
bottom.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Slimed. Yeah.
Exposed midriff, poofy jacket.
I respect this. Dangerously close to underboob.
Oh yeah. Tight jeans.
I do like
holes in the jeans. Cool shoes.
This is another I guess kind of recent-ish trend that I do kind of like, the short top but with like a big jacket over, or a like a
Yeah.
button-up shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
that
almost
was
like a
cool.
sports a sports
The Lola
bralette
Boney
shirt.
look.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of these, I think. And the shoes are cool too. And the jacket.
Another 90s hottie, Lola Bunny.
That her name's Lola Bunny.
Is that the hot tour woman?
No.
Lola Bunny's from Looney Tunes.
Wait.
This is
Hot
just
tour
some-
woman was in Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
I want to forget that woman.
It's in the culture. It's inescapable.
I don't want to hear.
Look at this.
It entered part of the Western canon.
The aesthetic I've been craving for
can't
years.
recall.
This is this like 90s high schooler.
This is the woman.
nice.
No, I was about to
Hey,
say it's the
this
woman
is-
version of the broccoli haircut, but it's a little.
That's
bit
how
more-
I dressed in high school, except with worse fit and baggier shirts that were kind of lame and had anime prints.
Yeah, you gotta
See, the
get your
Hard Rock
Rock Tokyo.
Cafe shirt is posery, but the scribbling in their own book is not so posery.
Mhm.
No, that I definitely did that.
Yeah, and the Converse, that's a easy go-to that always looks legit.
Oh yeah.
For style. The Jansport though, that is so looking good to me right now. Jansport.
Oh, nostalgia.
Yeah.
Jansport backpacks.
What about these bros? See, I like poofy coats with a hoodie underneath them and legit
Yeah.
shoes.
Puffy coats are like locked off for fat guys. It's not an option.
You can't do
Because
it.
it'd
No?
just be too much poof.
Yeah, they're off limits. You just can't do it. It's too much puff.
Yeah. Who do you guys think this is? Pop quiz.
The woman.
Is it a
from-
person people know?
Yeah.
I
Angela
feel
You
like
can
Curry?
tell they're distorting their face so much it's hard to guess. But once
She's an
I tell
actress
you,
though, right?
you'll be like, oh.
Angela Curry.
No,
No.
but that'd be nice.
she is an act. Wait. Oh, she looks like one of my friends. Actually, I don't know who she is.
I'll give you a clue. She may or may not have had a relationship with a football player.
The one
Taylor
woman.
Swift?
No,
Not Taylor Swift?
no. John Soda says ScarJo. No, but good guess.
Did you ever make that hybrid with a Swiftie?
No, but that plan is still going. It's happening.
What is under her neck?
It's not Lindsay Lohan.
Does she have a cup or a glass of?
It's like
Until
beer,
they're
champagne.
spiked drink.
It's
This
probably
is the
like
evidence photo.
this might be one of those creepy Hollywood parties. That's Adreno mind from
adrenochrome?
children.
And on the top is the adrenophone.
Yeah, but okay, I'll tell you because nobody's guessed. Well, I'll give you one more clue. It's a supermodel who had a connection with a football player.
Is it one of the Hanson brothers from Hanson?
No,
It's all three of them combined in a few.
It looks like that, kinda.
fusion.
I never
even
heard
the
of
chat isn't getting it. They're getting close.
Kate
kind of.
Moss?
No, nope.
Naomi
I'll give you one more.
Campbell.
It's her. She has her name is like one name. She has one name.
Beck.
Beck?
No.
Moby?
Is it the one who got like stalked and she talked about no, she's a singer.
Kesha?
Oh,
No,
Kesha.
that's a
I like
pretty
Kesha.
good guess.
She's
Romy
not.
Jewel, good guess. Hanson, bad guess, but funny. I'll give you one more
said
clue.
that, Mike.
She recently-ish got a divorce from the football player.
Wait, I don't fucking pay attention to celebrities.
I bet I've never heard of this person.
Ugh.
Come on, I can't believe you're in the chat. I guess this is just the audience. Nobody knows.
No one watches football.
Guy in his room got it. Did anyone say it
chose the
before?
mo- Oh,
It's
Giselle.
Giselle.
She has a last name.
Yeah,
Well,
people don't know her full name.
Last name's
Nobody
Boomchum.
knows her. Oh.
What is she?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
Black
everybody
Ass, did I
knows
miss
her
it?
as
Sorry,
Giselle
Black Ass.
Bundchen. Or how the fuck
second
you
name
pronounce it?
Maxwell.
Yeah. Well, and that
Holy
one clue
shit.
was bad then.
This was rigged.
Yeah, but that's Giselle. You can
It was
see it
a
now
normal-
once you say it.
Show us a
No.
normal Giselle photo.
I
Giselle
would draw
photo.
her if you asked me to.
That's
Yeah.
not her.
What about there's the bleached hair again?
Is that Pete Davidson but younger?
With a
No, I
better
forget this
jawline.
guy. This guy's a British musician, and he's
Ugh.
Moby.
Yeah, that's
great.
Bowie.
What about this pigeon shoes? It's all about
Yeah,
the
nice
shoes.
shoes.
That's
Nice
what
shoes.
Irene was saying.
Yes. Quote me on
What
that.
about this? Anyone? Pam Grier.
I
Too
don't
late.
know.
Yeah, she's cool. Was she in the Omega Man?
No.
No, okay.
Is that
Well, here's-
Zendaya?
Poofy coat
No. How dare you.
and legit shoes. I don't know. That's a good combo.
Zendaya
This is
and
for the
Tom Holland are
streets.
engaged or something.
Good for
Oh, kind
them.
of nice watch, kind of hanging thing. This
That's
could be in a
neat.
comic and it would be legit, like a character
I would
dressed
never
like
put
this.
that in a comic.
Oh, I'm going to put it in my next comic. It's going in. What about this? You guys know
Oh
who this
my
guy
God.
No.
Julio did it
I've already
better.
put that in my comic.
is? This is a famous artist. You guys should know this. The chat.
Yeah. Sydney
I don't know.
Poitier.
What about the aura? This guy has a big aura. Also, this guy died young, which adds to the aura.
Oh,
Malcolm X.
Oh, FKA got it. Basquiat.
What?
Basquiat hung out with what's his face? The guy who
Malcolm
did the
X.
Campbell's soup stuff.
Naomi
Oh,
Campbell.
really? Why would you want to hang out with that guy?
I don't know.
You think they were
The
Bank
pop
robber
art guy.
acquainted?
Yeah. What about this?
Oh, I know what you mean, Phil.
Do you guys know what this
Acquainted.
texture is? This is the texture from like Windows 10 or something, I think.
No, that's
Is
the
that's
Adam
from the
Sandler
cup. Like the
90s
to-go
soda
cups.
cup.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
saw an article that it was that woman's birthday who designed that styrofoam cup and plate design.
Oh,
Cool.
that's
I
what
might
it's
have
from.
that in
Favorite.
my.
Yeah.
Might still have that in my bookmarks. Let me see. I might have gotten rid of it.
Phil, you the one that bookmarks everything whenever we tweet, and it's like one bookmark.
Not your stuff, no.
You just retweet mine instantly. It's great. I'm very grateful.
What a great
Yes.
friend.
Tie-dye hoodie. Low hanging what's it called? A belt.
Why is his hoodie on backwards?
I think it's just zipped
It's
up.
not. It's zipped up all the way into the hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's silly.
Some accoutrements though. Got some good accoutrements right here.
It's
Some
whimsical.
accoutrements down here.
Yeah, I don't like
Legit
the
shoes.
sagging pants. That's not really a fan of that.
I like
Which
the
is-
tie-dye. I'll say.
It's not
What
very
about this?
convenient for boner
Just a shirt.
concealing
Nothing
if
but
you've
a
got
shirt.
baggy pants.
A little bag. Giant ass nails. Those creep me out a little bit. And then
You know-
Oh yeah, I don't know how
wearing
anyone
it.
wears nails like
She's
that.
trying to create the question, what's under the shirt?
What's
Well,
under
yeah.
the shirt?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
under the
yeah.
shirt?
Chicks with giant shirts and nothing else on.
Legit.
How about
You
it?
hope nothing else.
Everyone
on.
put it in your comic. First
Yeah.
person. These are achievements. First person to put a chick with just a shirt on.
It's
in
called
her-
a
in their
t-shirt
comic.
dress. You can get all over print t-shirt dresses on Printful.
Oh my god.
They sell t-shirt dresses at way more than you can just buy a large t-shirt, but you could just buy a large men's t-shirt. It's the
Look at
same
this.
Well, what
thing.
if you're a man? That's just a normal shirt.
And buy a larger shirt.
Shirts don't get longer the higher you go size-wise.
Well, then you're out of luck, I guess.
Especially in England. I'm very much out of luck. I've got a long torso.
What do you guys think about this drawing?
I don't know what's going on. I'm a little terrified.
You know
think
what
it's
makes it better
typical.
is this thing, and it says 1995. Like those kind of details are really fun. So points.
Egypt wasn't around in 1995.
They bring joy to you.
Yeah, it sparks joy.
You
What
know
would
the
Here we go.
Ankh-
Tank top with big poofy sweatpants, sweatshirt, and
Yeah,
good
that's
shoes
cool.
with a bag.
Like it. What do you
Those
think of this?
Egyptian
Though?
Ankhs is supposed to be a sex
Sports
thing, you
bra, I
know?
mean.
Ankhs?
Yeah, the
Hmm.
Ankh. If you look it up, because this like it's supposed to be a sex thing. You like solo fun time, and you like put it on top of your head at the right moment,
What?
and it like the energy that goes out of your head when you finalize it like loops back around, and then you move it to like your lower back. It's supposed to be like a tool that you use.
In Egypt?
The Ankh, for creating
What
energy.
part of the
It's-
internet have you been in?
It's a Guna tool. The Ankh is like an
No.
Egyptian Guna energy redistribution system.
I thought that's how Dr. Fate teleported.
How do you think he teleported? He had to
Yeah.
have a large amount of energy built up.
True.
With this is a good point coming up here. This is one character with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the same. So 5 different costumes for one character in one story. And she's a great character in that movie. And a big part of it is every time she appears, she has a different super legit outfit. You know what another character they do that for is Tyler Durden, Brad Pitt in Fight Club. It's like
yeah.
he's always dressed ridiculous, and it's always
he's some
awesome.
Great outfits.
And they give him like every costume is iconic. They give him like at least 5 probably outfits. So that's something you could probably do too in a comic, and it would work really well. It's like I feel like sometimes we do the one character design or the costume design, and then we kind of move on too soon. Like it would be good to give like 3 or 4 fits. Get some drips going for your
Yeah.
characters. You know what I mean?
I
The girl-
have some tips for that coming up. But
Yeah, I
I'll
almost
wait.
watched this movie the other night with the girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen it yet? It's good.
Yeah. She's like, have we seen this? I'm like, yeah. Like, it's like 3 hours long, so.
So,
What do you guys think
character
of
with
this lady in the black dress with bangs?
Any
Here.
outfit is made better by an Asian woman's face.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Well, yes, I do agree. Yeah.
You said any outfit is made better by an Asian woman's face?
Spoken
Yeah.
like a true serial killer who cuts Asian women's faces off and slaps
Yeah.
them in outfits.
All you have to do is take
exactly what
entirely out of Asian women's faces, and you hit
But yeah,
the maximum.
Agree less about a statement.
This has an aura, I think. This woman, she has straight up an aura. I haven't seen this combo. It's like that style dress is pretty cool. And then the leggings and the hair is kind of cool. So those 3 things,
Boring.
they're all simple, but they combine really well. She looks
If she
interesting.
was, if she wasn't
well-
Asian, it wouldn't look cool. It would just look
Just
dumb.
so well, I see girls like that all the time. Okay, so if you go to Asia, not everywhere in Asia, especially Tokyo, everyone is impeccably dressed. It feels like this is what the 1950s must have been like in America, because like you don't go out looking like shit. So
It's like Asian
people would just
England.
walk- women that look like that are everywhere in Tokyo and Taipei. It's very common. Just well-fitted, simple clothes, nice haircut. That's all it takes. Minimal makeup.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, it's nice that it's simple. And it hasn't come up yet, but turtlenecks. I'm telling you guys, turtlenecks are legit for something.
Hair legs, turtlenecks, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Long ass dreads.
Cool.
Where did you
Hat
did you
matches
just
the shirt.
go on the internet, just download random pictures of people with interesting clothes and
Yeah, this
who
is
were-
what he's been doing all week. That's why I
Listen,
can't
yeah.
remember what he
So-
did all week.
it's episode 81. We're trying hard.
Yeah. Well, here's an aura. This Superman. Look at his
The aura is he's Superman. That's not about the fashion. That's like
No.
any picture of Henry Cavill. There's
That's
an
not
aura.
Henry Cavill. That's the OG
I know
Superman.
it's not, but I'm
Okay.
likening it to Henry Cavill because
Oh, I see what you're saying.
that.
There's that weirdo.
Harry-
That's the artist. That's what's his face?
Yeah. What's his face? Campbell Soup guy.
Jamie Campbell,
Yeah.
he was a
Jamie
Christopher
Hewlett.
Reeve.
That's not his
No,
name.
but Christopher Reeve, yeah, like look at his aura would go away, but it's the good combo. This is like nobody could pull this off except Christopher Reeve. But that's a good character design. That's
You like
regular
that?
shirt.
Anyone who doesn't is fit could pull that off.
Yeah.
Andy Warhol. that's
Andy
his
Wright.
name.
Andy
There we
Warhol.
go.
Easy Rider.
Andy Narwhal.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Anything?
vibe. That feels very French, or wannabe
Yeah.
French.
That's
Definitely a
a basketball
bottom.
player. I forget his name.
It's the hat and the exposed ankles make it look a little French. Doesn't
that
feel
style of hat. Yeah, that's a takeaway. That's legit.
His
I don't like the jacket though. My least favorite color is
Accoutrements.
plaid. So
Yeah.
really hate
It's
it.
not a color.
What about the freaking unrolled down condom fisherman's hat?
Yeah.
When
It's
when
legit.
Lego had an MMO, I remember farming, like running through snow for hours to get like one of those hats for my guy.
That's like the
Lego
longshoreman
fisherman's
hat.
Yeah. Do you guys know who this is? Chat will
and-
know.
Is that
Yeah.
Tulsi?
Yeah. It's Tulsi
Tulsi
Gabbard.
Yeah, it's Tulsi.
Look how legit she is. Too
That's-
legit to quit.
That's a good look.
It's a
Yes,
vibe right
I
there. Yeah.
approve.
Yeah, that's like an aura. It's
Mhm.
like super fun.
Here, share this narwhal. You might
That
like this
character
one.
could walk straight into a comic and it would look really good.
Yeah, she's also
Video
straight
game
up video
character.
game character.
This one. I think that's what you were talking about, Jake. You're holding that onk, that sexual onk, in between your hands.
Yes, that's where you have to place the onk to redirect the energy. It's out of control right there. There's been too much gooning.
I think Irene's about to decapitate you as well.
Decapitate all of you.
Hey,
Well, only
I've
Phil
got,
and
I've got to show something. I forgot to show it last. There's a couple of things that I forgot to show. Did I show any Billy Bob animations last week?
No.
Yeah, I got some. I'm gonna go a little faster through mine
I'm
because I have
disgusted.
hundreds.
That's a
Oh, look
right
at
there.
Van Cleef. Look at him. So money. Look at that hat.
Yeah, he just turned 100 today. It's his
Oh,
birthday.
I think he died, but they've celebrated his
Oh,
100th birthday.
I
Yeah,
understand
yeah. Okay.
that. Yeah. What's this Billy Bob thing?
So Bibbly Bob or Billy Bob, he has the pronunciation of his name on his YouTube, but I keep forgetting. He did like an animation and didn't at any of us. And he just put it out there, and then I randomly found it. And I'm like, what the hell?
I have
And
no
I
idea what
asked
you're
him.
talking about. I'm very
I'm
excited.
gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up. And then after I said this rules, he did another one with all of his in it.
What?
I gotta go to my notifications.
That's a look right there. I like that handsome Squidward.
Yeah. Yeah, that coat is cool. I want that coat. I want the drip coat. Oh, this is a panel from Earthbound, the second, like part 2.
Yeah.
And of these characters, I guess it's like fashion a little bit, but kind of his character design. I had to draw the all the teachers in the school kind of lined up, and so I drew them, kind of fast. But which of these characters do you think like has the aura where they could walk off and be like a main character in the story?
A midget with the spiky hair.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Like this guy has the aura. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if you want your side characters to have such a big aura that people are like, well, why aren't they a main character?
I'm sharing. All those characters are great. I like the tall guy with black hair. He has the deep red sheen for the lighting on the top.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was a good color choice.
Yeah.
Phil, is this yours?
Yeah, I just dropped it in. Wait, it's got over 1,000 already? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I noticed like either yesterday or the day before. Oh, Phil had a 1K short. Then I looked at the lower ones, and you have the ones that are like 15K at some point.
Yeah, those are really old. But man, that just dropped today. Awesome. What is this?
On a rare sunny day in merry old England, Hyper Wizard travels down a lonely country road near Castle Jakeskull, the home of Hyper. A bit repetitive. The following story unfolds and is oft repeated. I'm only joking, Bibbly. Probably could have read it whilst it was going.
Yeah.
Look at hedgehog guy. It says Castle Jakeskull over here. This little dude.
Amazing.
There was a hedgehog in the road and I was riding really fast, and then I was like, oh no, shit, I'm gonna hit it. As you see on the car, the license plate.
Oh yeah.
Wizard.
It says Todd. Oh no, it says Wizard. Sorry.
75 years later.
In Jake's afterlife, he'll just go to hedgehog heaven, where all the hedgehogs that he tried to save will surround him for eternity and lift him up onto a spiky throne.
Look at these beautiful.
Amazing.
Look at these
Oh yeah.
Cute. You
Yeah,
made this
so-
forever ago too.
Yeah.
It's
So-
just sitting there.
Watch them
It-
quiver.
In your own lore, you're gonna live to be like 105. Something like
Yeah, I'm living to 120 at age 80. I get dementia pretty bad, but then it gets cured when I'm 100, and then I have 20 years left of like post dementia. Oh yeah, look at these little jiggling around.
That's awesome. No, I didn't know. I have to go sub to him now.
Yeah, Billy
What is
Bob
this?
recycle bin.
2 months ago? How did I not? I went 2 months without
I
knowing
didn't
these
know
were
this.
things.
Yeah.
That means I didn't even see it when I looked at this. I must have just
Wow.
blanked at this. I thought this was new.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, here we go. Look, he upgraded his thing.
I like it.
Aww.
Walking through the forest, focus blue guys on the ground. There's only one man there to stop them.
Yay! These are good.
I appreciate the jiggle.
They made a whole. Yeah, I wish somebody would do that. They made a whole animation.
All very lucky that it's the whole,
Oh,
the whole
so
song.
cute. That's awesome.
I like that. I appreciate the one-to-one traced.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's trace. I feel like that's just like a freaking screenshot.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's great.
And you're probably asleep, seeing as you're also a rural UK Fidjian. But if you rewatch this, then we're all very grateful that you did.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well,
I'm gonna blow through some of these pretty fast. Look at Hot Wheels, striped undershirt.
wait, go back. I like the chick with the slicked hair. That's a total vibe.
Yeah, that's a little aura.
A lot of
Mila.
Mila Jovovich vibe, Resident Evil, Hellboy,
Totally.
that new Hellboy she was in. Reminds me of that.
Yeah, something to
This
remember.
is short bus vibes. This
Damn.
It's very.
he's got the Prince Philip, King Philip hand swollen action going on too.
Oh yeah, Goth. The first Goth makes the appearance.
Hey, I approve.
I'm gonna refrain from comment.
A pea coat,
Hey,
It's quite a good look.
armor
The
underneath.
armor under the jeans, armor fashion.
that's fun.
That's actually kind of cool. Like that could be a comic thing.
There's those shoes with the puff balls. That's what the mask character had too.
Oh, looks like they get
Perms, hype shoe, big puffy jacket,
The jacket is peak.
black boots. Ooh, black boots are pretty legit.
All you need
I'll
is a
zoom
puffy
in on
jacket and a big salad.
these boots down here. Oh shit!
Oh, it's
look at
trash.
that. That's the worst. That's an example of when you search fashion. That's what comes up.
Yeah.
You know, that's a condom hat. Peak.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Again,
My
to exemplify that all it takes is shoes to get a drip going. Then you're good to go.
amazing. Yeah, it's my favorite outfit.
There's
What?
Luigi.
Here you go, Urban. That's some
Fashion
not the
icon.
guy.
This
That's
isn't
not the guy
even
they arrested.
fashion. What? Why?
Yeah,
That
to be
is-
fair, that's not Luigi. All right.
Yeah, that's not Luigi Mansion.
Yeah. That's a killer.
Sports bra, poofy jacket, hoodie.
You
I
should have
do
got
like
pictures of all of Mario's outfits from Odyssey, and we could have rated the Mario trip.
And that's it. That's everything, actually. So that's pretty good timing. There was a lot
Cool.
for you.
Perfect timing. Who is this?
All right.
Rosie?
I don't know who this is. This is, yeah, like some famous model.
It's from a different
Like-
file of yours.
It looks like it's from an adrenochrome edition, really.
Yeah, it's casting. That was one thing I searched was Polaroids, because Polaroids often capture fashion.
Polaroids are sexy. I have considered, you can get Polaroid printers. I've considered as a campaign thing having one-of-a-kind Polaroids, but it's artwork of the like characters, like the Blork women, but like it's a Polaroid shot, a lewd Polaroid shot of them, but it's printed and it's drawn artwork, and it's the only one that would ever exist. It's like a unique one. So for each one, you draw like a different thing.
You just invented physical NFTs.
There you go.
Yeah.
You guys want some of those? Because I'll make them next time. I can add them to the campaign.
Okay, so I have a few things I want to pull up, but this to kind of segue in from looking at, a little bit more random fashion. This is a kind of fashion guy-ish on YouTube I found, and he does videos where he'll style like every character from a TV show and style aliens from different dimensions. It's kind of cool. I don't know how he has the money. Doesn't matter. He's styling different fonts, and I thought this would be kind of cool to
Different
watch.
fonts, as in like text.
I'm not sharing
how am I
audio, 'cause it
supposed to
doesn't
style
really matter.
text? You guys are getting really creative, and I appreciate it.
Comic
But how am I supposed to style?
Comic Sans is in there.
Is it Goat Buff vibes?
it definitely. I mean, you can guess. So I thought this was pretty well done because you could. The fonts themselves, these are all famous fonts that have a vibe and have a feel to them, and he's reflecting that in the clothes.
Yeah, that is cool.
So I feel like there's a lot to break down with each one of these. But yeah, stuff like this. People who are really good at styling, I think it's fun to think of how they do that and how they bring out the character of something.
Oh,
There
we go.
Style different fonts.
And he has another one styling. Hold on, share this
Guys,
tab.
normally I
There you
wouldn't.
go.
And you-
Dune, which Dune has pretty good designs with fashion. I do like the new Dune movie. I think the outfits were good, but he kind of made like high fashion versions of them here. Simply Green says stylistic language. Yeah. Yeah, his handle is Wisdom Kaye 8335. Just search like styling fonts or something. He's easy to find. But I think this kind of stuff is pretty cool. %40 says this is trash. Well, I like it.
He's like Kanye West, right? Like any of his music.
Some of those look like Kanye.
style
You got to
everything.
admit, he does look like the fonts, though. He do look like them fonts, though.
Yeah, it's a good point with the fonts. It's legit. You know what I was thinking is like, you know what has really good fashion is Final Fantasy and a lot of JRPGs. They just have, and all they do is like they kind of just go for it. They go hardcore. It's like, we're gonna get some crazy shit with tons of details. Can be sweet.
What about The Fifth Element?
Yeah, that one.
Great.
has
I was
fashion.
gonna say great fonts, great fashion.
With Jake Sully
With who?
from Fifth Element. Jake Sully.
Bruce Willis.
She holds up a hand,
Oh.
and does this, and says, "I see you, Jake Sully." Multi. I don't know.
No.
So yeah, tying this into storytelling, I remember so the Game of Thrones show went to trash, but the one thing they always did really well was the clothes. The wardrobe department killed it through the whole show, and it would take probably a whole presentation to a whole show to go through how the outfits were designed, how they designed motifs. There you go. That's the word I've been looking for this whole entire 2 hours. Motifs for Lannister outfits and Stark outfits and how those are designed and how details in the embroidery of especially the women's dresses, but details in armor as well would exemplify their allegiances and even what was going on in their character arcs. It was really cool. There was so much detail put into the fashion of that show. It's too bad it went to shit. But in House of the Dragon, this is a really House of the Dragon was the same. Really good clothing design. Excellent. It tied into the storytelling, and this is just a very basic level representation of how that was done. But so this is Alicent and Rhaenyra when they were young, and when they start out, Rhaenyra's Targaryen colors are red and black. So Rhaenyra is like almost always wearing something red. At the beginning of the story, she wears some more whitish colors to show her innocence, but mostly she wears red and black, and there's more black as the story goes on, as she becomes like a contender for the throne. But Alicent starts out wearing very neutral colors, and here she's kind of wearing this light green color. She's a high tower, and if you read the books, every house has colors and animals and is hammered in over and over and over again. And you kind of see in the show, but in the books, it's over the top. It's all the time. So you know she's high tower. High tower colors are green and something else, but green is the main one. So she has very like light faded green outfits or just white, kind of innocent looking pastel colors at first. She marries into the Targaryen family, and when she marries, The king, who is Rhaenyra's dad, she starts wearing red when she's pregnant with his kids for this whole arc. When she becomes more influenced by the Targaryens for a brief period, she wears red a lot. But then what happens? Her father gets banished from the Citadel, and that's when she realizes her allegiances aren't with the Targaryens. She's a Hightower, and that's when her opposition with Rhaenyra begins. So this scene, was it at, I don't remember, it was some banquet. Somebody in chat remind me. It's been a while since I saw season 1, but green is their war colors, as Admiral Wack asked. Yes. So she shows up late for this banquet right after she realizes that her allegiances are with her father's house, and she'll no longer just be basically the Targaryen's bitch. She comes into the banquet wearing this bright ass green, and she also comes in late, so everybody is looking at her. She's the queen, but she comes in late, and she's making a statement with just her clothes, which is something that especially women can do in politics and in fashion, and historically was kind of a woman's domain. If a woman was not directly in power, but she could speak with her outfits. So there you go. And throughout the rest of the show, she would green all the time. Rhaenyra red, Alicent green. So there you go. I thought that was very well done, and that's an easy way to exemplify how you can use colors and fashion design to tell a story and exemplify character.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, and that also reminded me of that game Citadel. When you said Citadel,
Yeah, when you said that, I thought Gooner.
exactly. We were all. On the
Oh, I'm
same
sorry. This wasn't a serious show. We're talking about Gooners and Coomers. I was in other.
This is not a serious show.
Okay. I have some other sketches. I don't know if anybody wants to see these. Oh yeah.
Sure. These are dope.
This is my show and tell, everybody. I mentioned this before, but I kind of want to show these. I actually do a lot of fashion sketches for Fiendish. This is a bunch of stuff that hasn't come up yet, but you will see it coming up. And something that I try to do is I don't want characters to just be wearing the same outfit through the whole series. Like, this isn't, Pokemon. Characters have to change clothes. But here, I think this is the best example of that. So what I try to do is have every character have a specific cut of clothes that they prefer, and of course colors that every character prefers. So for example, Casimir prefers blue and gray and black, and he wears these really short tunics. Like most men in the culture kind of have like this Viking or medieval tunic that's kind of long, but he wears really short ones, and he has a specific style of belt. And same with Easkell. Do I have any sketches of Easkell? Easkell he has this long overcoat and leg wraps, and this scarf is very iconic to him. I want him to look kind of like cozy because he's the soft heart character. So they change clothes, but the silhouette is always the same. So I thought that would be a useful tip for like designing characters and fashion.
I like the hair of the top middle where it's pulled back and then you have the two bits either side. Looks very Predator.
Cool. That was an option for Ragnar's hair, and I decided that would be too much pain to draw. Oh,
yeah,
well.
I like that idea where you can keep the silhouette and the style the same, but change their clothes, kind of.
Yeah.
That's like Bender. Yeah. It's like Homer Simpson. Not really.
That's like some subconscious signaling.
Yes.
For your reader. I dig that.
Yeah, I have a few other options here, like Casimir with different armors, but he's always wearing the shorter tunic and kind of these like triangular and trapezoid shapes. Oh yeah, that's not so like carrying the same shape language throughout every character, that helps, so on and so forth. Yeah, there you go. That's all. I'm done.
Nice, cool. Thanks for contributing.
I contributed.
Yes. Well, so now we can enter second session. We don't have to go necessarily super long, but we're officially just hanging right now. So.
Do you,
The-
has
Dun, dun, dun,
Do you have a video
dun,
for transition or not?
Are there any takeaways about fashion? I don't know. Just draw shoes, accoutrements.
No, my takeaway is what Jake and Irene were saying about like giving your characters unique things on different parts of their bodies so you could focus in on those and still recognize that character.
Mm.
I think that's an awesome idea because a bunch of storytelling, in storytelling with comics, you want to be able to have variety of panel layouts, and doing like close-ups like that is a tool that everybody should be using, and that just really helps that character connect to your reader even more. I think that's something that I didn't even think of.
FKA Winnie the Pooh disagrees.
dun.
Donald Duck.
So does Donald. Yes, Donald,
Yeah,
and every
Donald Duck.
Disney character. Yeah, Phil, what you were saying about the characters have well, I guess we've all been discussing that. That just reminded me. So in Stellar Blade, hold on. So when if you are just talking about fashion and high fashion, how you should dress in on daily life, generally the areas of interest are around the head area, your hands, because that's where in daily life you interact with people. They see your hands and your just above chest area. So that's where you want to put the detail. But when you're creating media, you have to think differently. So if you're making a comic, really good designs for comic characters like Spider-Man, you can tell it's him no matter what part of his body is showing. Like that web pattern is everywhere, but overall it still looks good. But in zoomed in detail shots, it still looks good. So those are things that you have to think about. But also, I remember in Stellar Blade, so Eve's design has a lot of detail on her butt. And people flipping out about it, but the designer for the game came out with just like, you're staring at her butt all the time. Of course, I'm going to put a lot
Yeah,
of
I
detail
am.
there. Like, not only should it look good, but you're looking at it all the time. There's a lot of stuff you can put there, and that's an area of interest. You don't want it to be boring. So, think creatively and focus on your character's asses. That's my contribution today.
Yeah.
Amazing.
John Snowden says, yeah, but why do so many multiverse Spider-Man designs suck bows? Interesting. Because we love Spider-Man so much, that's part of it. I don't know. And Simply Green, I can always design an exposed midriff, but would the character do that? Yes, they would. They would. They always would.
Just
Yeah.
get all the women to dress like whoas, and you're good. That's my takeaway.
Just build a world where all the women are whoas.
I mean, I
In the
did.
future, everyone's going to wear the same
Okay.
jumper outfit anyway, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah, when we like merge into the grays,
Yeah.
Ew.
we become
Spandex
grays.
onesies.
Like the Gray Planet from Futurama.
The neutral planet, I think you mean, Phil.
Yeah. They're all gray. That was good.
I'm trying to pull something up that's relevant, but it's taking me a while to find it. There was this like email that went around when I was like fucking 13 or something. It was like mini pics with an X, like pixelated character sheet, and it was like celebrities and characters from shows, but like
Yeah.
just turned into just very basic
Colored.
blocky pixels.
Yeah, it's just the iconography of a famous character. You could just by 3 colors and a shape understand who that character is. Batman,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Superman.
I can't freaking find it though. It's like
Yeah.
you can go down the list and you recognize every one of them.
Yeah, I've seen that a bunch. I think I might have a book that has a diagram of that with superheroes in it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think I may have found, while you're looking for that, I found a
I'm gonna look for it.
surrogate for the actual thing.
Another
Share my thing, Noel.
I'll save it. Go ahead.
Look, it's things like this, but it was like a whole sheet. Of,
Oh yeah, that's a really good way to think about it. Can you break your character design down into being recognizable at that like pixel art level?
Oh yeah,
Very
that's
cool. That's a cool test.
and at the very least, if you would do this with your own characters and you can't tell the difference between them, that's the opposite end. That's the epic failure.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the Hank Hill one? There we go. Look, you can just tell it's Hank Hill already.
Yeah. You know what his iconic shape is? It's that arm holding the beer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Even though they all do it in the intro, that's his.
yeah.
Very cute.
Is there more in this? Ooh. Oh, even the Brobbergorg.
Yeah. Rob's Brothers. Our Adventure Time, South Park.
Oh. It's
Yeah,
Jurassic Park guy.
Oh, okay. And Randy.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's iconic as well.
It's
I guess
Bort.
Bort.
You know what that is, Jake?
The Joker.
No.
The Hulk.
Fail.
It's the Hulk. It's the Hulk. What about this one?
The Joker.
No.
Proper comic fan here.
RoboCop. Randy Marsh.
I had an ambiguous point in my head forming about uniforms and how uniforms could be used. Well, it's a subcategory of fashion, right? And how that could be used in storytelling. Because I was just thinking of how many cool uniforms there are in anime, not just like school uniforms, but stuff like Attack on Titan. How iconic their like their little brown jacket and with all the straps for their 3D gear became. And in like FMA, the military uniforms are ubiquitous to that series. They're also very iconic if you've read FMA. Like that's probably a cool subject, but I don't really have it formed in my head.
Speaking of fashion,
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh!
High fashion.
Yeah.
Live photograph of Admiral Wackass in the new people shirt. Amazing. Thanks
speaking
for
of,
posting
that's
that,
his
bro.
uniform for the stream.
Yeah, that is a great uniform. Yeah, thanks for grabbing that, bro, and posting that. I'm glad it came off of the Z Comic site. Guys, go grab that. It's perfect for days like Memorial Day, 4th of July, President's Day, stuff like that.
Just any day.
Nope.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't limit the days people should wear your shirt. Or every day.
Dope.
Top.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Dope.
Yeah, I found it. So this book that I have here is called Super Graphic, and it's all about superhero and comic graphs, information told by graphs. This one is the personal history of saying "good grief." It's a graph right there.
It's Homer and the Joker.
Oh my god!
Wait. So it goes up and down like it's in style or not in style or what?
It's a joke on Peanuts. You ever heard of Charles Schultz?
Oh, gotcha.
No.
I'm not familiar enough with Peanuts. Every time I hear a little something about Peanuts, though, I love it. Like, I heard on the Halloween special that one of them worships a cult that follows the Great Pumpkin. Have you guys heard of this? Have you
No.
guys seen
The
this?
Grand
Yeah,
Pumpkin
that's
or the Great
that's
Pumpkin?
no, that's from a spoof comic that I was talking about.
Nuh-uh, it's real Peanuts. One of the Peanuts is a cult member who follows the Great Pumpkin.
Peanuts are out to
No,
do
you're
that.
thinking of the Great Pumpkin, the Halloween episode. It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and he thinks the pumpkin is going to come to life in the pumpkin patch at midnight, but it doesn't. But there's this a spoof action comic called Weapon Brown, where he is a Terminator-esque character, and Linus is trying to summon a Cthulhu-esque monster called the Great Pumpkin by sacrificing the girl with the red hair.
Well, that's funny too, but they're both
It's a
funny.
good comic.
Charlie
Hey,
Brown
it's
isn't
fun.
even brown.
Who's this, Jake?
The Joker. It's the Mothman from the Mothman prophecies. It's Spider Pig. He goes Spider Pig. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
Here's the Punisher's kill count in the first 3 movies,
Oh.
and then this is the kill count in the comics. Just
Does he still hold on to the memory of his first kill?
Oh, good question. After
I don't know.
48,000? No way.
They say you don't forget your first kill. I wouldn't know.
You forgot it.
Yeah, pretty quickly actually.
I did not buy this book. It was a gift from years ago. So
We're gonna put it back.
Yeah.
D. Biggin.
Dale A. Linus Van Pelt is a devout Christian. Thank you very much. He just has an unhealthy obsession with the Great Pumpkin. See, that's so funny to me. I love it. I gotta watch all the Peanuts specials because I haven't seen any of them. I wasn't
Linus
raised on
Van Pelt.
Peanuts.
I bet you can't guess which Ghostbuster this is.
I don't know his name. He's like the 4th.
Exactly, I was right.
Yeah, it's Eddie.
Winkler. What did he actually do the Archer cast though? Or did he just show a picture of him while saying something? Oh, what a cop out. Oh look, it's Stabby McGee.
If it works for everyone, then is it really like even a test? Show me one where it doesn't work.
Okay, do you know who this is?
Yeah, that's Brendan from Home Movies.
Brendan. You have to say it in his voice. Brendan.
Brendan.
I didn't know bead art was this fascinating. I have to say, this is
Bead art is very popular on OnlyFans. Hey, look, it's the Incredible Hulk. It's the Incredible Hulk.
No, that's Beast.
Can I go?
Alex, if you need a week off this week, let us know.
I want to see him do some actual pixel art like Super Mario or something.
Wait, what's popular on OnlyFans?
Bead art.
Is it?
Yeah, you gotta pay extra though.
I didn't know that. You know who makes bomb bead art? My brother used to make really, really cool bead art designs. We have a bunch of them hanging up at the arcade. Like he would design them himself. He did like one of the Battle Toads and a chick from Garou Mark of the Wolves and a bunch of video game characters. Like that.
It's like 2D Minecraft.
Yeah, this is trash though compared to what Brian did.
This actually proves that Ghostbuster character design was shit. You can't tell. They all look just like the same person. Every single.
I kind of see what you're saying a little bit.
I can tell who one of them is.
One of them didn't even wear tall boots. They didn't have a different backpack. They all wore the same backpack. You would have thought this guy would be like, I give you the shitty backpack, the MK1, but I have the super backpack. You know what I mean? You would have built like 4 of them, but the 4th one is the new one.
Well, yeah, the black guy's the new one.
By the way,
Winston,
I'm gonna get a snack. I think I'll try and go to 3 hours if you guys are down. So go another 27 minutes.
We could go to 2.5 hours.
We're there.
We have to go back in time.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
2.5 hours. Good.
Wow, we hit 2.5 hours. Good job, everybody.
3 minutes over.
Yeah, maybe we can get out of here now. I don't know what else we'll talk about. So did he melt them together somehow?
Well, yeah, you
iron it.
Iron them. Flat.
Oh, what?
But I don't know why he's showing them from the iron side. This is the worst side, the iron side. Isn't the point of them to see them from the hoop side?
I thought it was from the iron side because then it looks like sprites.
But the little circles make them look cool.
Yeah, I thought.
It's usually
Whenever
not.
I did these as a kid, I would hold the iron on for too long, and I would melt the thing that they were on.
Oh,
Sounds
well.
like it. Yeah, it's smooth side out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, you know what
Aha!
we should
My
do?
brain.
Let's do a round of promotion and then we'll get out of here. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Yay!
Sure.
Sounds
Okay.
fine.
I'm just
by
gonna
me.
sit here and draw stuff for the auction anyway. And look, I nearly
Yeah.
finished. I did a lot of work on it.
I'm trying to.
Let's see if I can find some bead art.
Oh, nice. Good
Started drawing
progress.
one of the guys that get cut in half, like his top half. It's gonna be
That's really
like
cool.
spot black on the top. There's a big, very nice Connell face here. He's got his little magic fantasy game controller made out of stone with gem buttons, beaming the signal to the game console.
Nice.
It's like Star Wars chest, right?
Yeah, but cooler because it's video games and not Star
Real
Wars.
quick, Alex BRB. Yeah, I'm out of town for work, but I got back from the bar and put something together. Kind of. Got to crash soon. Work at 7 a.m.
Oh,
Thanks, Alex. Dude, you're
Oh,
perfect together.
thank you.
Nothing
Alex.
expected, but we.
You're the best,
I
Alex.
love it. Yeah,
know.
thank you.
You should
Thank
definitely let us know when you need to not do them.
Yeah, you're not just so you know, obviously not obligated to do it every week. It is okay, but thank you.
If I was you, Alex, I would have stopped doing them ages ago. Just,
Jake's trying to convince Alex to just not do them anymore.
I love them, but it's like,
I love
man,
these memes. More memes.
I don't want him to think that he's like, oh, I can't think of anything. I'm gonna let everyone down. It's
Sorry.
like, man, we're very grateful. You've done 10 billion of them, and they're all amazing.
Yeah. I show everyone what I'm working on, but it's pages I can't show yet. So
Here's the meme.
Oh my god. It's amazing.
oh my gosh.
He's got that aura, that ornate goon aura. Napoleon Bonaparte. Hype wizard with the Social
He-Man.
Island. Everyone's fashion.
No, his name's Adam, right?
You know what shoes have aura? Ones that have plastic duct tape around them because you're stepping in blood and you need to clean up a body.
That was such a random quote. I don't know why you said that.
These memes, if someone just saw these memes as a
Amazing.
way to introduce them to the show, they think we're fucking nuts and serial killers.
Then they would be perfectly introduced to the show.
Yeah,
I agree.
totally.
Phil, want to read yours?
Yes. Of course, I want to see some chick with her ass out. It also incorporates fishnets and bell-bottom jeans. Wait, did you say blow robots? Yeah, someone was blowing robots earlier.
Coleman Jet says, honestly, I only watch this show so I'll get all the jokes in the me.
Alex
Nice.
is helping us more than we knew.
If a woman dresses with just a top and shorts and a bag on the back, she just looks like Tomb Raider now. Then, unrelated, I guess, just get all of the women to dress like hooers.
That was recent. Yeah.
When did you say that? Oh, yeah, that's if they all dress up as one gray or whatever. It was right before that. But reading, what's your quote?
You can just wear all black baggy ass stuff, but pair with nice cowboy boots or shoes, and it looks good. That's totally what I said. You're staying in your butt all the time. Of course, I'm gonna put a lot of detail there.
Nice.
Yes, indeed.
Your
Detail
Honor,
on it.
Your Honor, it wasn't my fault. I was possessed by a demon during the full moon. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Alex.
That was
Amazing.
Wait, did he write it with
All,
DEA? Oh, he didn't get the correct spelling of demon.
Oh,
He
no.
put our little icon names too, as if we were on Look, the StreamYard's icon.
Oh, it's our
Yeah,
camera.
And here's these
You
guys.
should go out
down
of
here.
time more often.
Excellent.
Yeah, this was good. This will go on. I especially
All
like
right.
how
Well, I have Jake's deal here. Jake, you want to talk about it?
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not yet backed Conal the Barbarian, we are past Christmas, we are past New Year, and now we're into tax season. So you probably still don't have any money. I'm looking forward to you purchasing this book maybe in 2 months' time. But yes, thank you to currency conversions. The 8,000 stretch goal has been clawed away from us. We definitely crossed it at once, so the card has been unlocked. But yeah, this is Conal the Barbarian, the comedic fantasy. It follows the adventure of disgraced hero who lives in the woods, Conal, as he is in position to probably be the only person who can save the human kingdom from an invasion of evil yet voluptuous blorks. I will be releasing a preview of the first 8 pages, full color, fully done, fully realized in a couple of weeks on Global Comics. So please, if you have a Global Comics account, go and follow the Edgehog account on there so you'll be notified. Hopefully someone will post the link. If you haven't got an account, just go there. Cool. Thank you, Wolfer. Just go there and make one specifically to follow me. Just go like, download the app for your phone.
Only Jake. None of the rest of us have an account there.
But like literally, if you were to go, I know it's a pain in the ass to log in because it's like a website that you probably don't use that often. But yeah, go log in and follow literally all of us. But you'll be notified when it goes live. There will be a new cover for the digital version. It is all finished. Like it's all. I've done stuff in advance for once. But yeah, so you will get a taste, the tiny bit of crack you need to crave the full experience of the final book that will be finished later this year and in your hands.
Conal the Barbarian, crave the crack.
Yeah, crave the crack rock. You get free trading cards. There's trading cards with items. I call them collector's cards. It's gonna be fantastic. It's basically comedy fantasy. It's trying to use just loads of lewd porn tropes in a fantasy world. It's a very horny world, the world of Deploria. Not long ago, we had Arvid on the show, and the question came up like, what separates your work from the rest of fantasy? What makes your thing stand out? And then he did the Uno Reverso card and asked the same question to me. And I was like, fuck. But I figured it out. Conal's unique because it's porn tropes. All the stuff that you know from when you're on your own and you don't want to tell anyone what you were looking at, it's in Conal.
Oh,
Amazing.
all of it?
Yes. It's
Porn
in
tropes of
jokes.
fantasy
all of
comics. Back this now.
Not all of it. Some of it. I'm not that bold.
Oh man.
Yeah, Narwhal, sign up.
I think I
Yeah,
already
I
did.
email in there right now.
You better.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can get everything you need. Zaid Comics at zaidcomics.com. It'll take you to the Psycho Slumber campaign as well. If you guys haven't grabbed that, we're adding a new cover. It's freaking awesome. It's by one of my favorite artists. I can't wait to show it off. Maybe we'll have this person, he or she, on a stream sometime to talk about it. But when we do put it up, we're going to launch the Kickstarter as well. So that's going to be next month, either I think probably really end of this month or very beginning of February. And I'll probably do like a big stream. Maybe we can get on a bribe Bancroft to go on his to talk about it and show all the updates. I'm going to be putting out an update for this, showing off the cover very soon. Super excited about it. It's almost totally colored and will be ready by the fulfillment date. So this is a super exciting one. If you guys love the Lost Pages, you'll love this one. It expands upon it, goes a little darker with some horror elements. And other than that, stuff to look forward to. I'm rolling on Magic Cop 3. Super excited about that. I showed off the little pixel art ideas that we're going to be doing for promos on that. And my Western is the next thing that we're going to drop. It's going to be a preview book sold on the site. So make sure you guys are signed up over there. And there's going to be a lot of hats, different
Yeah.
Western hats in the Western book.
And
That's
have you
gonna be
guys
dope.
seen the Western art? You might have been teasing it, but it's like Mark Silvestri style. It's really amazing art, and I've read the preview, and it's awesome. So I definitely
Thanks,
check
man.
that out.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. Really excited about that. So 2024 is going to be dope. I'm super hyped, reinvigorated by the new year, and we're making shorts, we're making comics, and cons as well. We're going to be going to some cons to hang out with you guys, and it's going to be awesome. Can't wait for it.
Nice. Yeah, I want to go to the North Carolina, the Heroes Con?
Yeah.
I haven't bought my ticket
Yeah,
yet, but
Charlotte.
I think I'm going to try and do that because I will have, I think, some of the Millar books. I'm like, I could sell them. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Good, do
Andrew,
it.
Yeah.
Yours is a good show. Oh yeah, we'll share either. So this is from Fiendish 3 that I have been chugging away at. If you have been following my website blog or my YouTube community posts or shorts or my Twitter, you will have seen that I've been posting progress work on Fiendish 3. And this is the first, I haven't shown this page yet, but this is one of the pages I just finished. I have been penciling like a madwoman, and it's great because my plan is to get a shit ton of pencils done this month and just ink for like 3 months straight. And while my colorist slaves away, and I want to launch early summer-ish or sometime during the summer. So that's my goal right now. This is my priority, getting Fiendish 3 out this year, and I'm super excited. So if you want to be notified of this launch that is coming, be sure to sign up on the website that Narwhal just had pulled up. Big email bar, big red bar, put your email there, right there. If you scroll down a bit on the main page. But yeah, if you sign up for the email list that I don't use enough, you will be notified of any big updates. I try to send out at least one email a month and show people exclusive art sneak peeks. And when the launch happens, you'll definitely be notified. And you'll probably get some free stuff as well. Usually I have a trading card for people that are on my email signups. I'm not sure what it will be for this campaign yet, but I'll think of something if you are signed up for Fiendish 3. So there you go. Oh, actually, I can show another page. Here you go. Yeah, if you can go back to the pencils. There's this, and let's see. Well, there's this page that I actually already inked, so I'll be posting those inks soon. I kind of delay posting publicly the inks because some of it is members content first, and some of the pages I can't show. But this page, I'm done with it already. So you'll be seeing those soon. And then there's also, this one is another one I just finished. There's a little flashback. I'm very happy with it. What a little Casimir eating a frog. But yeah, I'm so happy with it. So done.
Who's coloring this for you? Is Jake gonna color it or?
My
The good colorist is
usual
doing it.
color.
Oh yeah, the usual colorist.
The good
Nice.
colorist. No, my usual colorist. Yeah. Nick. He is.
Check out
he's
40%
colorist.
Zed.
Wait,
Look at how did you
Oh,
get this
sorry.
tiny font in here? Sorry, I pooped on your fashion.
Oh, it's okay. What? Oh, on the fashion video? It's. I don't care. It's fine. You
Yeah,
have
how
your
did
opinions.
you
she
do
didn't
that?
make the video. That was that guy.
No, it wasn't my fashion. My fashion's great.
Zoom in on the woman.
The
On the next
oh
page.
yeah, Jake really likes her.
Zoom in on the woman. Yeah, baby. Look at
Oh,
that.
she's got the riz. She's got the drip a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
So
she reminds me of Slugsy.
Oh no.
that's why Jake.
She's
Is that-
slowly coded.
Irene, is that like a something hanging over her face, like a shawl hanging over her face, like this? or
Yeah,
is that-
she has kind of this eye covering. So my thing with the shamans in this world of Fiendish is I want all the shamans to be very distinctive, because the idea behind the shamans is humans. The human magic system is based on someone's aura, and the stronger your aura is, the stronger you are as a caster. So every shaman is a character, like they have a lot of individuality and every. So I want to be very distinctive. So I have She is a shaman, but we'll find out who she is and what her role is
Well,
as
look,
you continue to read.
It looks like she's making plants grow, and her outfit makes her look like a plant.
Yes.
Mm.
Fashion.
Also,
Full
she
circle.
has
Fashion.
a great ass.
She
That's
looks like
what Jake
she's
likes
beared
about
many
it.
children.
I very
She
much
is
like.
fertile.
She's my favorite Fiendish character so far. I need more artwork of her. She's the best.
I apparently
Look,
need to draw more
you
women with giant asses.
No,
Oh
but you can
my.
even see she's got the skinny ankle, so you know that the bigness is
They
just
call
like
those
ass orientated.
skankles.
Yeah,
Ankles. Jerry says she looks very happy. Yeah,
Yeah.
she
She's
is
jolly.
happy. She's a jolly little shaman.
extra thick.
I like her.
There you go.
Aura, fertility.
So
shaman.
there's my sneak peek for today for all of ye who followed us until now, who are
Yeah.
watching.
You
this
just got to
now.
make her the main character now and follow her.
Yeah. No
She's your
joking.
Dee.
If I wasn't stupid, I would have made every character in Phoenix just like a hot chick with a giant ass, and like my book would be selling bangers. I don't know why the fuck I decided to have an asshole guy as a main character, but
Look how skilled she is with her hands.
yes,
She's doing
Very-
magic.
very skilled.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I think with that, I may click on the button and then we get.
You want
it
to promote
ends.
anything?
No.
Yeah.
Well, Nosferatu's still available, so everyone just know that. And keep an eye out for the Millar
Kickstarter.
thing. It launches in April 9th. And
New thing?
Yeah. Sooner or later, in the spring, late winter, early spring, I'm going to kind of quickly get moving real fast, transitioning back to doing my own crowdfunding. And it'll probably be Cerberus 2. And that will have to be a big one, hopefully. So everyone keep an eye out, and we'll all, I don't know, I'll be calling in favors, and then I'll be pulling out all the stops on that one. So
Awesome.
we'll see. But yeah, yes.
Auction this
Alrighty.
Saturday.
Auction, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday.
Auction.
What time slot are we on? The 9 p.m.
The late one.
The
Last
late
one.
one.
The
Yeah,
good
I'm
one.
in.
The
I
one
think
that's
it-
overstocked.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of people. My apologies to Shay and Sai, but it is the best time slot. So, and I don't want to get
I
up
might just
early.
have one piece. I might just have this piece of Connell playing Magic Dark Souls.
It's good
I
enough.
have way too much stuff.
Yeah.
But be there if you want original art from us.
Yeah, make sure
Saturday.
you're subscribed to Red Valkyrie for Saturday's auction. I'll be doing my Diaz Brothers show tomorrow night, so be there. And then Bancroft and
All those the gutter is on also tomorrow night, so we'll see. I'll see you guys then.
Sweet.
Cool. All right, everyone, I'm gonna click the button. I click it. It's only